Easy being green.
Fingers are crossed.
Especially today.
It's not easy being
This
green.
has been a nutty day. This has been like...
Big fun.
One of those everything that can go wrong kind of days. It still says waiting. All right.
You remember this fellow
Hold
from
on.
a prior broadcast? Yeah, well, we took him off of that shelf back there.
Love
him. Oh, he's just an awesome
All right,
thing.
hold on. I'm trying to figure out the whole YouTube thing. So, wait, are we live?
Are we live?
Oh, we're live. Okay.
We're there yet. Okay.
It worked. It worked.
It was supposed to.
Hallelujah. It worked.
On occasion, something works.
Oh, it
know what I mean?
worked. It worked. It worked. It worked. Okay, yay. Something worked today.
It worked.
Hello. I got to catch up. Hello, Aaron.
Yeah,
and
Fred.
hello, Fred.
Peter.
And Peter, hi. And Mark, hello.
Hey, Mark.
Good to see you all.
I had a separate conversation with Mr. Kramer over the past
Oh,
few
thank
days.
you, Lisa.
Not very since Sunday. We were talking about
Thank
real
you.
turntables, and you know what? I think he has got his finger on one that is coming to him for a very good price. So I think if you're interested in such a thing, ask around. You can find a lot of things masquerading as turntables these days that are like, yeah,
Masquerading as turntables.
junk. You know, cheaply made, will break. Or you can find something vintage 1960s.
Hi,
which is
Julie.
made to last forever, basically. So that's the thing.
Happy
Figure
St.
it
Patrick's
out.
Eve to
Hey.
you.
St. Pat's Eve, everybody.
Yes, St. Pat's Eve.
It's from here. It looks like my hat is either brown or black, but it is green. That's why I'm wearing this thing. Otherwise, I would switch off, and I might yet because it's kind of warm. Because our temp got into about 66 today out there. 66.
That was great.
What about 3 days ago? I was shoveling
Hi, Alan and
snow off the
Elizabeth.
bottom of the driveway.
Yay.
Weird weather. That's life. Sounds like March.
That is life.
Sounds like March. Hey. Awesome.
So I'm so happy the YouTube thing worked. Well, Lisa, I see you on YouTube too. Hello.
And by the way, it's hard to see behind
And
me.
Errol, hi. Don't worry, we have another Shamrock Shake that we're going to be playing with. But
There's a reason why we have 2 Shamrock Shakes, but you know.
Hi, Eric.
I didn't actually kill this. That would have been about 3 meals worth.
Oh, Errol doesn't
800
have to go to
calories in this
Houston tomorrow. Well, that's good.
Oh,
I guess.
Hello.
I guess. Well, good. It seems like you're happy about it.
Hi,
Jamie. Good to see you.
Oh.
Yay.
Spring.
Ooh.
Well,
that's nice.
Our neighbor's place right there, you can see yellow things popping up from the soil. And
we have green stuff in the backyard.
Green blades punching their way forth. And if we get a fantastic shock freeze, it's gonna zap all the
Of course, they were coming up before the most recent snowstorm, so hopefully they're not dying.
They're thinking to themselves,
thinking positively that maybe we're past it.
Think positive.
Hi, Ron, and hi, Tom.
Yeah. Hey!
And hello, Doug.
Hello, Tom.
Good to see you all.
Oh, the Soylent over the green. The Soylent
So
over
I
the green.
feel like before we jump into some cocktails,
we need to try something.
before we dive into some cocktails, we've got some new booze.
Some products.
Some new Irish booze.
I was just out sourcing while I was picking up the obvious hello.
Dead Rabbit.
Did you get yours? They're going to go away tomorrow, so you better do it today.
Oh, 77 in Tulsa. Nice.
I would believe that. Yes, I would believe that.
So we got some Dead Rabbit Irish whiskey. And
I saw some really nice Irish whiskeys, and I was like, oh, what should I choose? And this popped right out at me.
Garnish Island Gin.
And then we wanted some more gin, and I saw this, and I said, Irish gin. So we're going to try both products. How about that?
Is this a screw cap?
This is not a screw cap.
Wait.
There's a zip. Do you see the zip? I can get that if that's a little invisible.
Think I do.
A little invincible.
I think it's buried.
Okay, you want to pass it over?
Yeah.
I'll take it over.
I do.
You wrap.
Oh, Lisa makes great dandelion wine.
Wrap with the peeps.
I wanted to do that one year, dandelion wine.
So?
And that was the year that we had 0 dandelions anywhere in our town. Every other year, like, covered.
It's an epidemic otherwise.
And then...
I mean, they're a weed.
And then... it gets worse.
And then the fun happens.
So I thought, okay, who would ever do this? But I bought dandelion seeds.
I believe they were organic dandelion
because I really, really wanted to make dandelion wine.
It's like, who buy?
And they
they
started coming up, and like right when we were about to harvest them, some groundhog or something came in and just mowed them down, like
delicious.
Ate all of them.
Delicious.
Hi, John. Oh, from Hanover.
Hey.
Good to see you.
Okay, I'm going to pour us a sniff of this Dead Rabbit Irish whiskey. Nice aroma happening there, folks.
All right.
I will see what it says about
Never
itself.
had this one before. So.
This is brand new to me. Saw some really nice Irish on the shelf today. It was kind of being pushed a little forward, you might say, at the liquor store. And there were some brands I never heard of that I'm really interested to try. Some stuff that was a really great price point. This is a nice price point.
Cheers.
As it is. I'm Prosit. Sláinte.
Smells good.
And a nice nose on it. Oh, it's very soft. Almost smoky.
Oh, that's really good.
Not virgin American oak finished, so no sherry barrels or the sorts of things that you see a lot of Scotch finish.
That's really good.
44.88 proof, which is slightly high.
That's okay.
I'm getting a little fire. I'll take the extra proof right now.
I had a lovely lunch with my friend on like a Zoom lunch, but otherwise this day can
go away.
It can hit zero.
It can bleep you. Yeah.
It can bleep me.
A unique blend of Irish malt and grain whiskey, gently rested in fine seasoned bourbon casks, finished in small handcrafted first fill American oak barrels. So they do reuse bourbon casks for your first flush, so to speak, and then you fill it into the virgin barrels, so you get some more wood on that. Depth and character of a lingering note of bourbon vanilla sweetness, dreamed, distilled, and matured in Ireland. Anyway, so that's coming to you from Dead Rabbit. That is the restaurant and bar, pub that's been in Lower Manhattan since about 20...
No wonder it's good.
14 maybe?
No wonder it's good.
I was there very early on because that was walking distance from work.
Errol, we don't spray anything in our yard either because we eat stuff from our yard. So
we just let it come. I'm not going to spend a single cent on fertilizing it except for the fact that all of our organics go into a barrel. It decomposes into muck.
Oh my gosh.
That goes into the pots, and that grows herbs, and they go, hey, give me more muck.
I'm looking at Jamie's cocktail. Luck of the Irish cocktails. Jameson whiskey with peach schnapps, pineapple juice, and Ritos soda. Wow.
Oh, shit.
Wow. Is it a highball?
That sounds like a big one in a pint glass today. We've had similar recently. And I'm thinking to myself, if I ordered that...
Ooh, Eric's made jelly out of dandelion. Hello, Fabs. Good to see you.
If I ordered that, I'd ask for a squeeze of lime, too. Or even just like a whole slice chucked in. I think that'd be nice. So, yeah, there you go. The look, all the Irish.
I know. I'm not even Irish, but...
I'm enjoying it. Well, I believe you have Scots-Irish heritage. So, that's... Ireland is Ireland, You know what I'm saying? So...
I have relatives who might beg to have a word with you about that.
This is a nice, round character. It's got literally 8 more proof than you would expect out of a whiskey. And I'm not going, whoa, I'm just saying, that's a nice burn.
It's nice.
It's a nice burn. As you can see, it was
quite a bit.
And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something else.
I wonder how we'll feel about the chin. But we'll try that a little bit later.
We'll try that a little bit later. We'll actually go with...
have a little bit more.
Maybe about that much. And I think I will do something big and fun. Since I just happen to have a good finger left of this Shamrock. I'm just going to pour it right in.
I was going to do some rum in the Shamrock Shake. So we'll have to... Oh!
Experiments. Right in.
Oh.
Immediately improved.
Oh, my idea was good, but we can't...
Stir,
you fried the heads. Oh, they're like fried okra. Okay. Hopefully we'll get some this year.
Well, I've seen shows, these gourmet shows or these cooking channel shows,
yep,
where the chef will just go out foraging in the field, grab a bunch of dandelion greens just straight from the field, put them in salad. It's a bitter grain. And it works just as well as a lot of other bitter grains in your mesclun mix and all that kind of thing, field greens. And, they're pretty good. I think it's good to add that note if you have other lettuces in there and other greens in there.
That's great.
It's nice.
Can you make that disappear, please?
It looks like you did.
I mean the glass.
I mean the glass.
Oh, that's really good.
Oh, the Soylent the green.
Okay, so Shamrock Shake with Irish whiskey.
Basically, it was like 2 fingers worth of Shamrock and about 1 finger worth of Irish. That's not exactly a proportion. It's not an exact proportion.
It's good.
It's not exactly a mix. I just added some whiskey to the Shamrock Shake. If your Shamrock Shake was full size and you did that, that's a good idea too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Errol's saying most people think that because he's an engineer, chemical engineer, I'm all for spraying.
No.
I know. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. I've heard it's not a good idea if you're going to eat your...
Just because your company makes Agent Orange in blue and white doesn't mean that you need to use it. Just saying.
Well, you should just
Nom 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 nom.
stitch that on a pillow.
Yeah, well, there's a little bit of embroidery there for you.
All right, I'm going to add that to our recipes. What are
Yeah,
we calling that? We're calling that Shamrock Shake.
Improved. Adult Shamrock Shake.
Adult Shamrock Shake
Adult
1.
Shamrock Shake. Yeah, we'll try that out. And obviously, I should have had a lot more Shamrock Shake in there to make that into something, well, a tall one, a tall dessert
So I'm
drink.
going to say 2 parts Shamrock Shake. We were just having a discussion earlier about how Mai Tai is not an ingredient. Because you see things that include Mai Tai, and it's like, Mai Tai is not an ingredient. But here I just included Shamrock Shake as an ingredient.
And the simple fact is, I was at a store today that had a bottle of Mai Tai, and it said to make a Mai Tai, you add 2 parts Mai Tai. I think, so Mai Tai is an ingredient. What was in that bottle of Mai Tai was pretty far from what you're thinking. Except possibly for, did it actually have lime, or did it call for lime? It had orange something or other in it.
Errol's saying
1 out of 4 is terrible.
dandelion roots can be dried and used as a substitute coffee.
Oh.
Wow.
Dandelion's a very
That's so interesting. I would try that. Man.
Oh boy, yeah. There's stories about Dow Chemical. Nah, naughty. Bad news.
Stitching.
Where did all
so many things I could stitch on a pillow.
Where did all these spare chemicals from Dow end up? I believe at the bottom of the Passaic River. Oh man. Anyway, speaking of your Soylent Green.
I thought we were talking about Soylent Green.
Oh, the Soylent or the Green. The Soylent or the Green? Yeah.
Yeah. Not Agent Orange. It's not orange, it's green.
Not orange, it's green. So the fun stuff, the fun part of the fun part, I would say that you will find this recipe tomorrow. Not exact ready means, although you could make like a cocktail size thing, that color, which is very attractive. This is very much in the Bushwhacker family in terms of ingredients and caloric content. A full size one of these from the menu is 800 calories. This is the large size. I didn't actually finish that. There was a story behind that. But we have another one because I didn't finish that, because we need more to play with. So I recommend that if you get that, that's your meal for about 2 meals. Good grief. Don't get a burger. That's also 800 calories.
I guess if you're going to have a Shamrock Shake, don't have anything else.
I'm good. I'm totally full. I couldn't eat another bite. Seriously. You want a burger? No. That'll be fine.
Christopher says, as long as you're not making anything with people. No, we're not.
No.
We may or may not get around to a vegan happy hour appetizer.
All the ingredients are ready. I could set that going.
Yeah. All right. Well,
we had a bite.
I think we need a drink
to fill the craw, but I think we need a drink. I think you were
well past time. It's well past time.
Past that time for it. Shall we?
So, I have a couple of ideas here.
Soylent dough with the green.
Ketchup.
The Soylent dough with the green.
Okay. All right.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to start with. I haven't tried any of these yet, so we'll all see together.
We'll see what these things fall out.
A little something I'm liking to call
strategy.
The Dystoparita.
Dystoparita. Now we're talking.
Now, if you don't like plays on words, this won't be the right happy hour for you.
You just could try another channel or something. But right now it's Dystoparita, folks.
2 ounces of Reposado tequila. I really hope I have enough.
You've got.
Yay, I do.
You definitely have 2 ounces.
And we have enough to use some in a Shamrock Shake later.
So there you go. The Shamrock Shake sounds in order.
All right. All right, I got this. We can click away.
In case anybody out there is thinking Irish, Mexican, it's like, I remember being at the resort where our relatives are right now some years ago, and a couple walks up and wants to ask us a few questions about the resort, doing a little survey, and boy, did she look pretty Gaelic.
She worked there.
She worked there.
To say.
She worked there. She was totally Mexican, and I was like, "You're looking like your ancestors came from an island," and that's the fact. The diaspora ended up all over the place, and in some cases, yes. So there you go.
So the Dystoparita is 2 ounces Reposado tequila and a ½ ounce Cynar.
Cynar.
Don't be scared of Cynar if you haven't tried it. It's actually very good.
Artichoke in the bottle looks kind of weird. Yeah. Well, that's another bitter sort of herbal flavor. Right? We happen to like artichokes a lot.
I do.
It's a great base for that, which is in fact a digestif, an amaro.
½ ounce.
It's a little sweet. It's very bitter. It's well worth your time.
½ ounce fresh lemon juice.
Yep.
And
not only don't we have people, we don't have the people-flavored Spam substitute.
5 dashes orange bitters.
Albeit you made a vegan Spam recipe recently.
I did. I made vegan Spam.
Finish it up.
We're not vegan, but I made vegan Spam.
We tried it out. And you know something?
It worked.
It worked. It worked really well. Right. It does not taste like, but it has a nice flavor profile. Because of the stuff that you marinated in, it chars up really well. Like if you put that side by side with actual pork Spam, and it was like, yeah, that's good. And I just let it go for a while. It was started out as slices of firm tofu, and you press some water out of it to make it firmer, and I grilled the hell out of it to make it really firm. So at the end of that it was pretty stiff. It was about the consistency I like Spam to be. So that was worth your time. If you're saying, I'd like to try that, I'm trying to cut down, or I'm just trying vegan or something like that, worth your time. Obviously, certain parties watching right now would not be able to partake because it is completely made out of soy. And that's an unfortunate thing.
I will take a cocktail glass, please.
I want something that'll make it taste 73% better.
There we go. All right.
There you go.
Thank you. All right. Strain into a cocktail glass.
It's looking good so far.
Oh, I've got extra. Yay. A sidecar.
I like a sidecar of a sidecar. Oh, very funny, Jamie.
Yeah. It varies from person to person.
That's a dad joke.
Thank you. And I'm going to reaching behind you. I realized like 10 minutes before we went live, which should have had limes. It's green, but I got lemons.
Get lemons.
All right. A twist.
I saw some lemons today.
A twist.
Oh, Amy is here, in fact. Soy is no good for you.
Happy belated birthday, Amy.
I'm glad to report it's not giving me trouble because we're working with it. But if we want to vegan Spam you, we're going to try something else.
I like that.
I like that an awful lot. That's a good combination. I say I like it. Still working on a little bit of Shamrock over here.
Yeah.
A little melted by now.
I don't think often every other day we eat vegan. Yeah.
Good for waistline and pocketbook.
There you go.
A lot of vegetable preparations are pretty cheap.
Yep.
A lot of prepared products will vary. We've seen veg burgers be
people-flavored Spam, Peter says.
A pretty good price. And then there's a certain brand on the market that's basically 2 burgers for the package, and they're a little priced up. They're very good. I would say, your mileage varies. Check around. What's the one that we've been using a lot that, frankly, I would recommend?
Of what?
The veg burgers.
Oh, Field Roast, I think it's called.
Right. Yeah.
Something like that.
Small package. There's 4 burgers in there. Small patties, but they fit up great. And they're pretty...
Oh, Fabs, thank you. I made this.
Pretty dense.
This one.
You did not make this one. But you
did
make that one.
Yeah, no, Fabs is asking about my dress. Yeah, I did make this one. Thank you.
So there we go. That seemed like a very quick drink for me to begin with because there wasn't that much in the way of shake left. So I just added a shot of, maybe it was about an ounce worth of
whiskey. You had dessert first.
I had dessert first. Life is short. Take care of those things.
Ron's never had a Shamrock Shake. Until today, I haven't had one since I was a kid.
Well, they're available until tomorrow. So if you're interested
the drinks
at all,
are on me.
hie thee to a McDonald's.
I love it.
It's a mint shake. That's all it is. I'm sure that the color is contrived. I'm sure that the flavor is contrived, but it's pretty darn good. And the price is right. So check it out. But if you try to do this on the 18th, they're going to say, oh, we're all out for another year. So just bear that in mind.
I remember the commercials when we were kids about Shamrock Shakes. It's like, we only have them until St. Patrick's Day. Yeah.
So, I know. Limited edition product. They're going to say, you got to get in on the ground floor. Let's make this happen. And then they take it away and you go, oh, what about that? But it's one of those companies that just pulls products to create demand and create interest. And that's all part of the whole marketing thing. That's the thing.
May it always be the other guy who says the drinks are on me. I love that. I love it.
That's the way the wind always be at your back.
Yep. She posted it right here. Here, you don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to. May you sail a gentle sea. May it always be the other guy who says the drinks
are on me. All right. I need a pint. Who's buying? So.
I love it. Okay, so you need a drink too.
Fun. Yeah, I do, as a matter of fact.
Veggie burger. Oh, don't recall the brand. Texture's a little off, but the taste is surprisingly accurate. Yeah, I found that with the Impossible burgers. I thought they were very burger-like.
Yeah, they're really, really trying to imitate, the beef product. And I'll say, like, you don't have to do that if you're going with veg. Obviously not. There are some people, some vegetarians, who are a little offended by the idea that you're imitating meat. Why don't you just eat vegetables? But I will tell you, there's a simple fact that, like, a burger, a sausage, is a great form factor. And even if you're like, well, I'm not eating the meat product, you still like the form factor.
Fab says Jack in the Box is making Oreo mint shakes.
Oreo mint shakes.
Wow. We don't have Jack in the Box here. I grew up with Jack in the Box.
Somebody's imitating somebody because so is McDonald's. McDonald's has that too.
Hi, Gettysburg, ma'am, and hi, David.
Hey, the McFlurry with the Oreos and the mint and the
Wait, what?
Totally went out of my mind.
I don't know.
The Shamrock. The Shamrock with the Oreo is a McFlurry, so that's available.
Jamie says add a splash of bourbon and some Baileys in your Mackie D's Shamrock Shake. Best out of office lunch ever. Sounds good.
Well, it has sufficient calories, that's for sure. I need to try this again.
Oh. McDee's, okay, David says McDee's also had limited Arctic Orange Shake that was pretty good. Wow, okay.
Arctic Orange.
Yes, and Gettysburg Ma'am is here. Hello. And Keith is here. Hi, good to see you.
One is glad to see the company experimenting and trying different flavors, because for a long time it was like 6 things on the menu, that was it. And it was like, everybody buys this and this and that.
I literally haven't been inside of McDonald's in 20 years.
I literally had not been inside ours since a couple of years ago when I tried to get a Shamrock Shake and they said, we're all out. And that was actually on, I think, the 15th. So, wow. Okay. Ran out. Sorry.
Glad you didn't throw a tantrum.
Of course not. If they don't have it, they don't have it.
That's the kind of thing you see YouTube videos.
Oh, yeah, seriously.
Throwing tantrums.
I think at the time, it's long enough ago that it wasn't really a thing that there were YouTube videos of people throwing tantrums in fast food places. So, but I'm certainly not, if my place doesn't have it, oh, well, there's another one across town. I think the same, like a day later, I tried them. Like, oh, yeah, we got that. Bang. So that's the thing. If they don't have what you're looking for, try the next place.
So this is the Dystopian.
Dystopian.
2 ounces Reposado tequila, ½ ounce Cynar, ½ ounce fresh lemon juice, 5 dashes orange bitters.
That's a really nice sour. It's got nice flavor notes going on.
Hi, Cynthia.
You've got the tequila, you've got the Cynar, and you have the orange bitters, like all playing around in there, and you've got some sour. So it balances out. It's just like, it's a sweet, sour, bitter. That's the kind of thing I like. That's the kind of thing you like. That's for sure.
I'm a fan.
Velveteenians. Hey, I like that.
Yay. I love it.
I like the Velveteenies.
Yay.
So, I do need something because my first thing, I immediately threw a shot into my Shamrock Shake, and there wasn't that much left, so no, it is gone. We have another. It's idling in the freezer. Not to worry.
Dessert.
There will be more things.
We'll get a dessert drink.
And I will say this about dessert drinks. When you're on the beach,
Amy can only have oatmeal at McDonald's.
Jeez. When, apple slices, maybe? Unless you got an apple problem. But geez, yeah, they serve those too. They have the salad. Hope that's okay. But what's in the dressing? It might be soybean oil. I tell you, you've got to watch them like a hawk.
The mixed salad.
I've had the mixed salad from McDee's. It's all right. It's great that they offer it. It's great they have the apple slices. I was looking things.
I was trying to look at a website for a local McDonald's so that he wouldn't bother going if they didn't have the Shamrock Shakes, and I couldn't find anything except that they have McDelivery.
You can use your McCredit card and
get McDelivery.
Get McDelivery, and you can don't forget to add a McTip. Just saying. But the Shamrock,
it's so stupid.
I recommend the Shamrock. So if you don't like mint, don't go there. But like, it's just mint ice cream.
Well, yeah, no.
In a big shake, and I will say that for a long time.
I think it's the vanilla shake with a shot of mint syrup.
Shot of like mint syrup.
Yeah.
It's basically like Torani syrup in there as far as the
color
goes.
The dressing is soybean oil.
Bang! I was thinking that that's it because soybean oil is cheap. That's why it's used.
Jeez.
But that's why soy is in bloody everything because it's grown like hell and it's cheap. So it's a really cheap, very efficient protein. It's hard to get around it. It's in bread sometimes. It's a real pain. You got to read those labels as if, because. And the fact is there are a lot of good alternatives. And we're to a point where you were concerned about certain things in diet and you decided to go off wheat gluten for a while, and we went through the alternatives. And there's a ton of stuff now. There's a lot. If you have a sensitivity or an allergy or a real condition, I can't do the wheat. There's a lot of things you can use. And you also have to watch all the damn labels because wheat is cheap and it's in everything. It's in your soy sauce.
Although it's a lot easier to get gluten-free stuff now. I'm completely back on gluten, but but I see a lot.
You find it was not your issue.
Stuff, yeah.
Not your issue.
That was not my issue.
But it is when you go back 15, 20 years.
Is that right?
It was pretty rough. Now there's a large selection of wheat-free products.
Oh, you went to the Undertow, yay!
At the supermarket. So hey,
cheap and subsidized, exactly, Amy.
Yeah, cheap and subsidized is bang bang. Don't get me started on which companies, but you know who they are.
I'm envious of anyone who's had a vacation lately.
I tell you.
Just let me tell you.
Undertow, I
keep hearing about people's vacations.
I believe Undertow's in their new location by now. I could be wrong. The original location was, I believe, an old auto shop, and you went to the cellar. So this was basically what it was originally, the grease pit. It was a tiny little place with maybe 13 seats, reminded me a lot of Tiki Tea. Oh. But it was really like in the catacomb, right? It was really cool. It was great. And you were only there for something like 90 minutes and they kick you out. It's like in, out. Sorry, folks, got to move them along. Drinks were just on par, like right up there. Really cool special effects kind of things going on. It's a great place to hang out. But they moved on. So like any of these places, I think that their audience is exceeding their capacity. I'm thinking specifically of New Paltz. Which has Fuchsia, which is excellent. Also about that size. It's really a compact place. If you're going there these days, show up early.
Well, I trained at the Dystopian.
Well, I guess it wasn't that dystopian. But yeah, all these places, and Tiki Tea is the same way. They've been there since 1961.
Hi, Abra.
Get there early.
Good to see you. Yay. All right, so I just drained the Dystopian.
Do we need to try another product?
You want to try the gin?
Let's try the gin.
All right.
It's 8:30 already. Shall we? Let me find...
So we have Garnish Island gin.
Some tasting glasses.
So I have not heard of this one, but Paul picked it up today. Seemed appropriate.
What's thinking Irish products? I wanted another bottle of like a not flavored gin. We happen to have the rose gin over there, the Dorothy Parker, which is excellent. It's a really good product. And I think it's useful for a lot of things. I wanted something that was just like a straight ahead gin flavor to use in
Got it.
And also, we're getting low on that already. So that's the thing. I'm going to find myself another tasting glass.
All right. I had it.
Had it. Was there?
All right. I got it. It's child-proof.
I got it.
We need a child open the child-proof gin. Okay.
All right. I'm going to pass it to me.
Oh, you want to cut that?
Take care of that.
Yeah.
I like to, this is why I take care of tools. I was saying recently in a broadcast, if you missed it, that I managed to re-outfit my tool. That is the Swiss Army knife. Because you've got, right near your corkscrew, you got that little thing that screws in that is a tiny little screwdriver for your glasses. And I did not get this with the knife when I originally bought it. I retrofitted it and I've lost 2 of them since then. But it's because my corkscrew is bent. And I did actually replace...
Thank you, Abra.
The spring and the scissors.
Oh, satellite went right when they opened it for smart. Smart.
Good gal. That's all I got to say. So,
hi, Rusty.
If you have one of these things and you need parts, let me know. I can recommend a very good place.
Happy St. Patrick's Day to you.
There we go. And, we're sliced through. Garnish Island Gin. Let's see what they have to say about themselves.
So, there was
First of all, this
a comment that I lost. Oh, no, it was over on YouTube. Errol's saying, when I worked on the farm years ago, combining wheat was fun. Combining oats would tint the windows with something black. Maybe oh my gosh.
There are such things.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Woo. Dirty bits. Carefully chosen botanicals are infused to release their essential oils, then slowly distilled in small batches in our pot still. That font is kind of fun.
All right, good. Well.
All right. A deliciously elegant gin that perfectly captures the unique exotic character of Garnish Island in Bantry Bay, West Cork, Ireland.
I was about to ask where Garnish Island was.
Bantry Bay. Gee, well, that sounds awfully familiar because that's where my ancestors came from. Cate cork. 46% alc by Vine. So this is another one this is coming out at, 92 proof, slightly high. Handcrafted small batches.
I feel like this is like
grain.
a cliche about the Irish. Like all these Irish liquors are sort of high proof.
Slightly high proof there, the most southerly distillery in the Atlantic archipelago. Well, that's a sentence
There's a distinction.
Can't even begin to. So anyway, here we go.
Oh, Gettysburg Man was asking, have either of us been to Ireland? No, which is insane because we have a free place to stay.
One set of my relatives bought the old homestead. The old farm homestead is in the family. Yeah, every time I've ever talked to one of those brothers, they're like, "You're invited anytime." So I need to speak to. Well, there's one of them left. I need to speak to him probably soon.
Better speak to him before.
Better speak to him soon because we're not getting younger. Let's try this out. Garnish Island Gin.
All right.
This has a lot of promise. This has a nice nose. Okay.
All right. Well,
they definitely did choose some careful botanicals.
I feel like you say that about everything, though. Thank you.
Well, we're buying some nice product these days.
I got Aaron Burr again.
Yeah. Oh, Aaron Burr. What does that mean?
He always gets Alexander Hamilton. I always get Aaron Burr.
I don't know. Maybe I like Hamilton, the musical, which I do. Yeah.
Oh, that's really good.
It's a London dry style.
It's nice.
Not a Geneva style. It is. You can definitely tell that it's a little high proof. It's got certain botanicals that are pretty forward in there. So it's not just your bottle of commercial brand that you're very familiar with. There's a little something extra going on. It's not as forceful as, say, the Hendrix. Hendrix is very particular with things. Doesn't always play well with everything. It's nice stuff. This would be great in a G&T, great in a martini. And then you go from there.
I know. We need to get to Ireland.
Pew. Yeah.
We need to get there while we can.
While you've got it, folks.
Stupid.
Yeah.
We just got to do it.
I'm not 100% sure what is punching forward on there, but carefully chosen botanicals.
Carefully chosen botanicals.
As it says. Forward. That's what's punching forward. There's one thing that's like, wow, yeah. And of course, having a spacer is an excellent idea whilst you do these things. I remember the first time I ever went to the Dead Rabbit restaurant pub. They just kept that glass filled. Yeah, the short water glass, they just kept it filled the whole time. And you know what? I felt really good. It was like, yeah, you keep the hydration going and you're able to process everything. So that's a good idea.
Do you have something in mind, or would you like to make the...
Distackery.
The Distackery. I made the Dystoparita. We've also got the Distackery.
I need to make some. Since you pioneered Distackery, perhaps you'd like to make it.
Sure.
Okay.
I can do that.
Yeah. Since you're ready to go. I'm thinking about my next drink.
Oh, so he's just trying to get me drunk, I guess.
No.
I've already had one.
I was thinking
and two samples.
And all I've had is a shake and about a shot of Irish whiskey, which is not enough to really get you going.
Well, if I'm going to make the Distackery, I'm taking your shaker.
Well, all right then. I will find her the shake.
Okay. So, the Distackery. I have no idea whether or not this will be good. I suspect it will be good.
Well, the Dystoparita was pretty fun. Remember, this is the Soylent Eau de Green, folks. We are definitely following comments from prior episodes because hilarious. It is certainly a nigh on St. Pat's, and then we are
nigh on,
and we're definitely within the year of our Soylent 2022. Don't believe me?
Geez.
See the picture. They say it all.
Soylent Green is set in 2022.
Just, if we were watching this back in the 1980s, you'd be like, oh, well, that's kind of a ways away. It's not that far. Because here we are. Good grief.
The future is now.
Future now.
So that was 1 ounce. It's Plantation Original Dark. I'm calling it Amber Rum.
It's more of an Amber Rum truth. And it's a very nice blend if you are not familiar with the Plantation. I bet you are because it's been around for a while. It's getting good press for good reason. It's a nice aged blend. Spiced
rum is not ordinarily used in a daiquiri, but this is the Distackery. So I'm using the Kraken Attacks New York.
Kraken Attack.
Which is just Kraken.
So you're, it's actually just a regular Kraken.
But it's Kraken Attacks New York. And
specialty
Soylent Green is set in New York.
With
so,
the label. So that seemed appropriate.
Okay,
so you're going daiquiri by going way off the formula for a daiquiri.
Yeah.
Which is the thing, isn't it?
This will resemble a daiquiri only in the sense that it has rum.
Rum and some
and
sour in it. You know?
Yeah.
Bingo.
All right.
I happen to appreciate that kind of thing myself. So.
And then I'm going to do a 1/4 ounce of Giffard rhubarb. Blurp. Okay.
Hey, Blurp.
And then I'm going to do a 1/4 ounce of the Cynar again.
We got the rhubarb recently. I've seen that on the shelf for a while. I happened to be in a store. It was right there. I thought.
Seems spring-like.
I think it was the same day as the broadcast, and I said, let's try something. This looks interesting. And I've been pretty happy with it. It has a nice sweet and bitter flavor to it that you would expect out of rhubarb. And it's kind of a classic flavor that you don't see very often. So,
1/4 ounce Cynar.
Of the Cynar.
And then...
Again, recommend that as a bottle of Amaro to have in your cabinet. There are a many Amari out there.
1/2 ounce
Very
fresh
many.
lemon juice.
Mm-hmm.
And
sounds right.
5 dashes aromatic bitters. The Cynar is already pretty bitter, but I only used a 1/4 ounce. So
get to embitter it
and this is
further.
The distillery. So
yeah. So there we go.
All right.
Okay.
So let's catch up on comments.
Would you like to hand me your shaker?
I would. We gotta get those comments.
Check out with the comments.
Missing comments. I can't stand it.
No. Well,
All
we're
right.
still here, folks.
Aaron,
We're
go.
going to read comments. There you go.
Oh, okay. Errol keeps hoping work will send him to Ireland. Oh, yeah.
Well,
And Lisa.
that's a great place for work to send you to. My company definitely has offices in Ireland, and
Cynthia,
I would go in a minute.
I will send you this recipe. It's a recipe pattern. I will send you the pattern for this dress because it's one you can still buy. Yeah. It's like a retro 60s. What do we call it? Retro, like a reproduction. Yeah. So please remind me, but I will send it to you. One of those series. Yeah.
And you make this all the time, and it fits you like a glove.
Oh, Peter's asking about. Yeah, it is. They do. Oh, the plantation pineapple is really good. Do we have that?
Yes, we do have a bottle of pineapple.
Peter, yes, people.
Don't tell the
Peter
secret.
says we are in year 0.
We're now in year 0.
Would you like to share this?
I could definitely help out with that. I have a thing in mind, which I'd like to try.
Well, yeah, but I have other things in mind too.
Sure.
Well, so we can kind of
nurse this along, you know. Yeah. It sometimes seems like we're sharing, but I don't drink her drinks. I have a couple of sips. That's sometimes you need to repeat to make sure, you know.
I'll let you know if it's a problem.
So, question on the Giffard rhubarb. What's the proof? 40 proof. So this is a pretty typical liqueur. Not particularly strong. About half as much as your typical bottle of liquor, and just designed to have like enough oomph to preserve the flavor and to mix well with what you're doing. That's it. So pretty simple. That's probably pretty typical of the whole Giffard line, I would say. They have an excellent Curacao triple sec. They actually make they simply use all of the terms. Stuff. It's a really nice orange liqueur. They have an excellent blue Curacao.
It's become our go-to blue Curacao.
Yeah. There are a few out there that are very nice, very reputable. Okay. Some of them are pretty hard to find.
Right.
But we're able to get the Giffard locally at least a couple of places. Recommend it. Good stuff. They make an excellent peach as well. Oh, look at that. We have a couple of cocktails in the fun glassware. Okay. Yeah.
Amy says my dad made rhubarb wine.
Rhubarb wine?
Good kid. Oh.
Oh.
Not a success. Yeah. I could see that going a number of ways.
We have heard of Dandelion Wine, and like many products out there, like many items that you could use, anything they can ferment.
Ooh, the distillery is good. That's really good.
Ooh, I think we need to take a batch of that to the Ohana.
Yeah. Yeah.
There might be a very good occasion to use that there, too. Just thinking.
I had no idea how that would go, but it's skewed good.
I'm thinking to myself, you had some idea. When you do this as long as we have, you can combine the ingredients in your head and say, I think this will work.
When you've been drinking as long as I have.
When you've been drinking as long as I have. Let me tell you, we make drinks the old-fashioned way.
Give me the spray,
Yeah.
please.
Sure.
I am so sticky.
You know,
one of those
I
bottles
know.
was incredibly sticky.
That sounds like the rhubarb, which does tend. These liqueurs do.
I have a
tend to get
napkin
sticky.
here I can use.
Sure.
I'll have to mess up my beautiful folding
Your
job.
beautiful yacht club fold. That's what you get.
So
for
are we
yacht
thinking
club
of making
folding.
appetizers?
Yeah. Why don't you reheat that?
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Just whatever it's on.
Whatever's on should be good.
I'm gonna use
It's
the
about 5
air
minutes.
fryer and make some vegan Reubens.
Vegan Rubens.
For St.
basically.
Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
I completely forgot what you wanted to make for.
Yeah, I did want to make that
Okay.
because basically
Preheating the air fryer.
the classics are the classics, but I'm not that fond of corned beef and cabbage, so I will have it in a different form as pastrami on rye. You know.
Oh, Errol's saying one of my sisters is
Crowd.
a great seamstress. She can make dresses without a pattern.
Well,
I know people like that, but I am not. I'm not that person. Oh my gosh, she made your younger sister's wedding dress starting the night before. Everyone I know who's ever made their own wedding dress has ended up in complete hell the night before their wedding.
it's not the sort of thing I would want to be doing at that point
No.
in time.
Fabs is asking if you had gunpowder
Irish.
Irish gin. No, but I've seen it.
I've seen.
Yeah.
I've definitely seen. It's an intriguing
Very
product.
interested to try.
Anybody has
Yeah.
a bottle, wants to share a sniff, I'd be very happy to try that out. It looks like fun. I just like the name too, you know. It makes me think of gunpowder tea, which of course is gunpowder because it kind of, I think it's all wrapped up in these little pellets.
Mm-hmm.
Has a slightly smoky flavor. And it's the sort of thing you can infuse. I've seen a lot of recipes, particularly in the newest version of Mr. Boston, which I frequently name check, that will deal with infusing a liquor with some leaves. And there was one that was Earl Grey. You infuse, I think, gin with Earl Grey. And I believe that was the Earl Grey Martini, and that was Audrey Saunders, who, of course, is a very well-known contemporary cocktailier. I'm just working on terms there. Restaurateur, sure. And started mixing early 2000s and really pushed that whole renaissance.
Yes,
Prominent name in there.
I said, do you think you want to get started on that?
So,
yeah. People are like up all night and miserable on the day of their wedding because they stayed up all night to finish their dress.
Your dress was off the shelf, fit you like a glove, still would fit you like a glove. And as I recall, the night before the wedding, we had just sort of a party for whoever was in town already.
Well, it was our rehearsal dinner, but our
we did
rehearsal lasted about 30 seconds. So.
The rehearsal wasn't much, and then everybody who was there for the rehearsal was, you know, free to do. It's like, you know, here's the party, and then whoever was in town already, it's like, come on over. So we just had a large amount of the wedding party hanging out in my mother's garden. And at one point, somebody was pointing out like stars and things, and I said, "Oh, do you want to see? That's Jupiter. You want to see the moons?" So I whipped out the old telescope, took a look at it, and people were looking at the moons of Jupiter.
That sounds like a threat. Do you want to see the moon?
You want to see the moon? To the moon, Alice.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. But that was, you know, people will come up to me and say, "I remember at your wedding rehearsal there, while watching the moons of Jupiter." It's like that's the sort of thing that we do. It's great. You
Cynthia is a seamstress. Yeah, this is a super easy pattern. Yeah, this will be nothing for you.
I hear about reinventing the wheel. There are
nothing for you.
Frequently times on this show where we're talking about what are you doing next, and I'll say to myself, I'm going to make a classic because
Hi, Linda.
Why am I reinventing the sour? You know, but.
As long as the rehearsal only lasted 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, Lisa got one of the machines that makes nugget ice. Lucky. I'm jealous.
He's hoping you'll make more cocktails.
Yeah. Do you want to see the moon? Either a threat or a pickup line. Exactly.
To the moon.
So I have two memories of our rehearsal, our wedding rehearsal dinner. The first
Number one
was... Actually, I'm not sure what order they happened in.
But
one was we were serving hot dogs and burgers off the grill. It was just like
simple.
Yeah,
let's not be stupid, folks.
Low budget. Paul was doing the grilling, you know, or whoever wanted to take over the grill from Paul.
Our wedding, I was glad to do it.
And he wasn't out there grilling, so I went in the house and looked for him, and he was inside the house with both of his uncles.
Before you tell the rest of the story, bear in mind that I have a friend who I have known since literally first grade, perhaps even kindergarten, but all the same schools, who at that exact point in time was living at his mother's place and was actually working down on the docks, culling lobsters
Oh no, I
from the pole.
was gonna say that. Yeah.
So his job was like he had to cull the lobsters. And the thing about that is that you will find perfectly usable like 1 1/4 pounders. That's a big sort of thing, 1 1/2s. And you find a lot of lobsters that are missing one claw, and you can't sell them, but you already caught them. So what do? They're kind of trash. So he took them home, and he brought us like a bag of 5 lobsters. And I remember saying, "Yeah, we need to cook those." And I told my mother, she said, "We're not going to bother with that." I'm like, "Put a pot of water on it. I'm not going to let these guys go to waste."
So I go in the kitchen. Everyone out back is eating hot dogs and burgers, all of our guests. And Paul and his friends and the uncles are eating lobster. Like little napkins tucked into their...
The bib.
Yeah, like it was...
All I can
really?
say is that my mother's brother and my father's brother,
Yeah.
they knew. They knew the good stuff, right? I even said that at the time. Like, yeah, these gentlemen know where the good stuff is.
Oh, Cynthia, yeah, I am not there on the sewing. I have tried, I successfully altered a couple of patterns, but yeah, I do not have confidence in that area.
Let's see here. Oh, that's doing fine.
Oh. Someone may get hurt by my speed button. Errol.
Ping! Ping! Coming off the line.
Oh.
You see, this is why I'm glad sometimes that I'm wearing the glasses when I'm working, because if something goes ping, okay, I might damage the lens.
Satellite. I wish we... Actually, the house next door to us is going to be for sale soon, so if anyone does want to be our neighbor...
Hint. The guy who owns the place didn't realize how far it had actually fallen into a little disrepair, and he managed to coerce the renters out of the place, and he's got some guy
working on it now.
They completely replaced the junky front steps. They just actually set up the whole landing at the bottom of the steps. So somebody working inside doing I don't know what. Probably using the roof by now. Important. I think it does have new furnace, but it needs some work. So if you're a handy type or just happen to have the resources to hire, and you like a really cute little cape,
and you want to live next door to us.
You want to live next door to us.
We can put you in touch.
I think some people right now are like, I'd love to live next door to you. Yeah, well, I'd love to live next door to you.
And the neighbors on the other side of us are really cool too.
Oh, they're fantastic. He's he's working for the city and doing well. She makes fantastic pastries. He is out every single good day of the summer doing barbecue. And I'm like, you're my man.
Yeah, and then he brings stuff over.
You're the man.
He's like, oh, here's a plate of food that's so much you can't finish it in one day.
It's just like this insane tacos. Yeah. And like, I don't think I can possibly throw some food at him until I smoke up some awesome ribs. So I'm just like, here's a pitcher of cocktails. You know?
Yeah, we always pay them back in booze because I'm like,
there's that thermos
I can't pay you back in kind, so here's a lot of booze.
I'm going to fix up the food because this is about ready.
Oh,
there you go.
It's ready.
Time. And guess what I'm about.
So maybe bring a trivet when you come back too.
Glad to.
That would be great.
So
what was I gonna say? Oh, anyway. Oh, Gettysburg Mound, you're so sweet. That house really fell into disrepair, but they're taking care of it. I think they finally got a notice from the city.
Yeah.
So
one of the trees.
He's on top of it. It was a mess, but taking care of it. So I think you could probably get it inexpensively.
Song maybe.
Oh, Cynthia says we're looking for a holiday place if they've left the cute old house parts. Maybe they might have left some. I mean,
you can see pictures online. I think that
yeah
here are the same.
Yeah, you can. So. If you want the address, I can give you the Zillow from when they sold it before. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the bones are still there. He hasn't done that much work, so. Oh, Gettysburg Ma'am, you're missed on YouTube. Just saying. Anyway, so Paul's putting together our Reubens. our vegan St. Patrick's Day Reubens. Now, what are you putting in these?
I've got Unreal Deli, corned beef.
Okay, bring it over so we can hold up the package.
I will hand you the 2 products the 3 products I've used so far.
Okay, so you've already done with
your
these.
base bread.
Well, okay, well, the bread, no one cares, but it's
of course you care. This is bread. Dave's, Rocky Dave's.
Sprouted whole grains. All right,
and here's your product.
Give me that back.
Yeah.
And then we've got Violife Provolone. And Mrs. Goldfarb's Unreal Deli, Unreal corned beef. So, what are you doing in terms of dressing? Oh, the Unreal Deli. Yeah, we got the Unreal steak recently. It was good. It was good. That was kind of the happy purchase of that shopping trip. Oh, get it for me. I was gonna pop over to YouTube. Yay! I love this.
Hey, go wherever you need.
All right. Oh, the pink bath. Oh, hi, Knick-Knack Twin. Good to see you. Okay. Cynthia, the pink bathroom. Paul's mother, well, growing up, they had 2 pink bathrooms, which...
No, pink and blue.
No, they weren't actually pink, but I mean, like, they called them pink bathrooms. It doesn't matter what color they are, they're pink bathrooms.
Oh, is that the case?
Yeah. So, yeah, because one was green and one was kind of a dark pink. Yep. But yeah, his mother's house was great.
Early 60s, ranch home, Southern Rhode Island.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right.
Here we go. Going to throw that on for...
So what did you do for the dressing?
I haven't done the dressing yet.
Oh, okay. But what are you going to do for the dressing?
I'm going to mix up the best facsimile of a Russian dressing I can. I'm making the Reuben out of completely veg materials.
Okay.
The bread itself is a standard sort of bread, wheat products, etc. But it's got a lot of whole grains in there. I mean, Dave decided, I'm just going to make this awesome bread. You know what? He did.
All right, good. Everyone's catching up on YouTube and on Facebook. I love it. Yes, vegan ribbons. I'm excited to try this. And then we've got the Shamrock Shake to hit a little bit later. But oh my gosh, I forgot something, Paul. When you come back,
yes,
I could use your help.
Sure.
Oh, we just got a really good idea. So, I wanted to do a champagne, and I say that in quotes because we don't have champagne, but a bubbly cocktail for St. Patrick's Day.
Excellent.
So I'm thinking I have a really good idea using that gin you bought.
Yeah.
But because I'm a heathen, I think I might add a drop of green food color. Everyone just logged off. No, she added green food color. She's terrible. But Kalaka boy, hello. Good to see you. Okay, Eric's girlfriend wonders if there's a drink you can call the Green Death based on a Doctor Who episode.
So you need green food
Thank
color.
you. Okay, green food color is
the Green
here.
Death.
I think we could probably make that happen.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we could use the Shamrock Shake.
I was kind of thinking the term green hell, and I'll do a Misfits cocktail.
Well, yeah, but we can do more than one Shamrock Shake cocktail because we have a whole big Shamrock Shake. All right, Green Death. And Paul wants to do one called Green Hell. So, we have our work cut out for us. Oh. Oh, satellite, yeah. But that's what vacation's for. Hi, David. Spent last week in Vegas. Nice. Champagne. Yes, it is champagne. Oh, yeah, Abra. Dave's Killer Bread is really good, right? We got a different one last week, but I'm getting through all of them. Like it. Champagne, S-H-A-M. That's a pretty good name, actually. I was thinking Irish 75 or something, but with the Irish gin. I gotta use the Chinar though, which is good, but it looks terrifying because it's artichoke liqueur, but it's sweet. It's not. It sounds like it would be really, really horrible, but I assure you it's not. Okay, we gotta vote for Green Hell.
Whoa.
Oh, they're spicy black bean burgers, but they quit making them. Don't you hate that? I feel like as soon as I like a product, they quit making it. Yeah, okay, so we got 2 votes for champagne. Ooh! Flacco Boy's about to try out a new bubble tea shop. I want to hear how that goes.
Yeah.
That sounds good. Okay, yeah, okay, so we got Green Death and Green Hell we need to do. We have a Shamrock Shake to work with and some bubbles to work with. And I think those would be terrible together, but they might also be really good together. So it would be like a float. Yeah, it is interesting. Gettysburg Ma'am. It does sound like it would be horrible. Like for years, I looked at that and was like, oh, hell no. But then we bought a bottle. I was like, this is really good. So, how about a cocktail in honor of the undertones, Peter says. I love it. All right. Paul is furiously making dressing for vegan Reubens in the kitchen. So, I'm thinking I might do a little improvisation. Green-Eyed Monster, yes. All right, we're getting all kinds of good drink names here. Oh, Kalaka Boy's asking, will you be eating a corned beef and cabbage meal tomorrow? Could be. Right now, we're making in the air fryer a vegan Reuben using vegan corned beef. We're not vegan. I always feel like I have to say that because I feel like a fraud, but you know we're not. But we're trying to make vegan food because we have a lot of vegan friends and they're here and we love them. So yeah, so we're doing a vegan version right now. And we did vegan Spam recently, which is really good. Oh, David got Bailey's. Can't go wrong with Bailey's.
Very.
You really can't go wrong with Bailey's. Yeah, the vegan Spam came out great. I'm going to do a few tweaks, but yeah, it's good. So, anyway. The ideas.
Oh,
all right.
Your plate, please.
Take that away, please.
Oh.
All right, my plate is over here. You ready?
Yeah.
He's got something big in store. I realize that sounded hilarious.
Yeah.
Pardon me one moment.
I got a big one for you.
Yeah, it's like Legally Blonde. I got a big one for you. So I'm going to do a bubbly drink. Because I don't think I'm quite at Shamrock Shake time yet. So let's put a green feathery boa on our champagne flute. Ketchup. Oh, okay. Aubrey's had vegan Reubens and they are delicious. I'm excited to try it. That vegan steak from the same company was so good. All right, so I'm going to do an Irish 75, and I'm going to start with the Irish gin that Paul bought earlier, Garnish Island Gin. It was delicious. We tried a taste of it. And do you know what happened to, oh, got it. Is this 1.5 ounces?
No, it's 1
1.25 ounces.
Changing up.
Irish gin. No, I haven't written it down, but. Oh! Are they ready?
You got something.
I don't know. I'm making an Irish 75.
Let me see what's going on here.
All right. Oh, I forgot to add a drop of brain food color. Let me do that right now.
Allow me to do that. Right
okay.
now. Ooh, that's looking good. Interestingly enough, the cheese decided to migrate.
The cheese decided to migrate.
All over the place.
That's all right. We're not fancy here. Okay.
Yeah.
So I've added an ounce and a quarter of Irish gin to my flute with a drop of green food color. And I think I have somehow managed to not get it all over myself. So yay. I'm going to add 1 ice cube just to cool it down slightly. Oh, look at how green.
Oh, I checked the green.
The trinket of the green.
Drink of the green.
Oh, Kalaka Boy's asking, are you doing an Easter stream next month? Definitely.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Sure. We do it.
Oh, getting to bring me up says the most Irish thing I'll be doing tomorrow is using Irish Spring soap in the shower. Me too. Oh, yay, bubbles. Okay, so far we've got 1 1/4 ounces of the Garnish Island, not Islands, Garnish Island gin. I'm going to do, I might just go back to the Chinar.
Not a bad idea at all.
I'm just going to go back to the Chinar. So this was 1 1/4 ounces. So I'm going to do about 3/4 of an ounce of Chinar. It poured out quickly. And then let's do some fresh lemon juice. An equal amount, 3/4 of an ounce. All right, it's still green, happily. And, okay, so now I gotta get some bubbles. Okay, so we bought these little splits because it is a Wednesday. Prosecco. Okay, great. So. Oh, we're in close-up mode. Shoot, what happened to my phone? Thank you for telling me. Did I even touch the phone? You know, Paul did.
I moved the phone. What happened?
You moved the phone and we went into close-up mode. Oh,
Jesus.
I'm glad. Nice close-up of that one, Kelly. That was Paul. I'm just saying.
No.
Okay. We fixed that. I'm glad you told me.
You know, this thing is so touchy. You just move something and suddenly it's just like, oh. It's great if you're manipulating that and you're getting a live band and you can just like pinch in and like get out, zoom in, zoom out, get all this sort of detail. If you're running a broadcast, you don't need any of that, and it's actually really annoying and there's no way to defeat it. So there you go. You need a little hand with that.
Nope,
she got
it. All right.
She's been working out this one here.
This whole day, I could tell you some stories. Maybe I will when I pour this drink. All right, fill with Prosecco. Oh, look at how green. I'm glad you told me it was on close-up because I would have just gone through the rest of this broadcast. So this day started. I'm just starting in. Okay, so anyway, that was 1 1/4 ounces of our Garnish Island. I keep looking at it because you just bought it today. Irish gin. 3/4 of an ounce Chinar. 3/4 of an ounce fresh lemon juice. Thank you. And
well,
with Prosecco.
There you go. The green. Have you tried this?
I have not.
Yeah. Well, I wish
Go
you
ahead.
would.
It's all right.
Okay. Well, we'll try this first. The green makes it look like ooh, but it's food color.
Oh, good night, Jamie.
Good night. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, much better.
Awesome. Ooh, that's nice.
He touched my phone, and that sounds terrible. He touched my phone. He touched my phone, and the whole thing went to hell. Anyway.
So here's our Reuben. Now, this is not the rye bread that you would normally use with a Reuben, but it's really great bread we had. I'm going to use it. So that was Dave's Rockin' Bread. I think it's Dave's Awesome Bread. And we have the vegan corned beef. We have actual sauerkraut. Nothing unvegan about that. It's just sauerkraut. We have the vegan provolone. I will absolutely admit that I was right there in the section looking at the product, and I said, oh, I want the cheddar, and I grabbed it, and somebody had put provolone in that slot. I didn't even think about it. So it's provolone, fine, whatever. And then I made up my own Russian dressing. Now, the pink stuff in there is not ketchup as usual. It's actually sriracha because I thought I want a little more zang. So there you go. But there's pickles, the vegan mayo, and sriracha. This is 100% vegan. We're trying it out. Why do we try these things? Because we have a number of vegan friends. We hold parties. We would like them to be able to eat something good, not just, oh, I got you the vegan thing and it's not really that great. You know? Whatever I serve you for vegan should be exactly like what I would serve you with the meaty stuff. So there we go. Let's try this out.
This is great.
Hot. Oh, yeah. That's got a nice thing going on. I'm not a really big fan of like big hunks of cooked cabbage. I have not been since a child. I've grown fond of stuffed cabbage, which is a very Ukrainian thing. Not making any references there, but we used to actually go to a great place called Cafe Kiev, which had excellent pierogi. And that chicken soup, oh, I'm telling you. Never tried the borscht, but, you know.
I've had borscht.
Some people love it. Their meatballs, oh. They had this whole, like, hunter stew called bigos, which was, that would set you up for a week. Pretty awesome. So, but I am actually awfully fond of a New York City deli classic. Not really kosher, but you can get it in a lot of kosher delis. The Reuben apparently pioneered at Reuben's. Reuben's is gone now, but they just came up with the combo. That makes sense. It's just killer.
This is so good.
Here it is as vegan meal. You would eat this and say, oh, it's awesome. Like, done deal. So.
Part of me want to stuff my face.
Hate to eat on air, except that
this is really good.
We wanted to make a few more food things on the air, and that air fryer really makes it happen. And I got to tell you, if you're living like alone, for instance, and you're like, well, I don't really want to like run the whole oven just to heat up this or that, blah blah blah. Air fryer is your friend. I would say certain things it's unparalleled. Like you want to heat up a slice of pizza, the microwave is going to make it soggy. This thing crisp. It'll take like 5 minutes. Easy,
so
good.
Thank you.
Uses less energy. Hard to beat. Very hard to beat. I've been very impressed with the whole concept. So.
I'll take that, though. Pardon me.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm greasy.
I've got a vote for pierogies over there. Haven't had those in ages. They will stick to your ribs.
Oh, pierogies
You can get those with potato, with potato and cheddar, with sauerkraut. What can you put in there? Meat fillings, all sorts of things. Can you get them totally vegan? Of course.
On YouTube's.
Of course.
Oh wait, we're talking sound systems over on YouTube.
No, what do we got here?
All right, Paul needs to involve himself here because I know
geek about the sound systems. Let's take a look and see what I had a conversation with Mr. Kramer, who was with us initially. He may have moved on to things about he was looking for a second turntable, just something to play Christmas records on. And he looked into those contemporary systems. They have names like Crosley. I'll name them because they're not very good.
Airhole. Just reading Paul's comment. Close-up mode. No worries. I'm going to work with my fly open. Oh, no.
Whoops.
Oh.
That's very Naked Gun of you, I'm just saying. And I'm talking about the Police Squad series.
All right, I'm going to drop out for just a second.
Just rewatched the first one the other day, and that whole sequence where he's got the radio mic on, and he totally forgets about it and goes into the John, and then ribald hilarity ensues. It's hilarious because it's real. People have absolutely, totally done that. And that was the gag like 35 years ago. Now it's like, oh, I was on a Zoom meeting and I didn't realize that, you know, and you got a camera on that thing, folks. I'm just reminding you. I don't really want to have to remind you, but that happens sometimes. Just bear it in mind, you know. I mean, I run video conferences from here all the time. I have a weekly meeting. I have a monthly meeting that I run. I've got a couple things that I pop in on and with regularity. We have to be on video. Fine. I got a video camera right there. We actually have an outboard video camera that's a lot better than the built-in. And I just go from the phone. I dial in on the phone with like the headset so that I can wander around. I turn the video off, okay? But when I have to be on video, I do. So what's going on with the audio here? Let's see. Cabbage rolls and sauerkraut. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Cabbage rolls. I see it. He's not a big fan of cabbage, but I am.
Just sort of that cooked cabbage thing. I always had a problem with the texture.
The vegetable
and
money.
But sauerkraut, no problem.
Spinach artichoke pierogies, Julie says. Yum.
Oh, wow, you're singing our song right there. A lot of garlic.
Oh, Lisa's asking, what size of air fryer did we purchase? That's a good question because I don't think we got the one I bought.
No.
We got a more deluxe model. The one I bought was kind of, it's like a nice run-of-the-mill. The brand is Dash air fryer. But when I got it in the mail, it was like a lot fancier. We need to look up the model. I'll look up the model number for you.
I kind of recommend that size because you can fit like a medium-sized plate in there. So you can put a whole plate of food in there going on. It's great to make things like fries and if you have all of those frozen foods like the pizza rolls and whatnot, that thing just kicks on that. Easy. A little spritz of oil thrown in this thing. I love it. They're using very, very little fat to make things crispy in there. It works very well. At the end of the day, it's just a very compact convection oven. Our new oven, which we got last year, a lot of fun getting that in the house, is a convection oven, and it cooks so much faster than the old oven that the first year we did Thanksgiving last year with the family I was done an hour and a half earlier than I thought. So there's big +1 on convection. Yeah. That's the deal. Move air currents around. All of you physicists out there right now, you just got to move the air currents. That's it. It's all about heat flow. And it's like making ice cream is all about heat flow. It's all about moving the heat flow out. And then you freeze things faster. It's motion of hot and cold. That's all it is, interestingly enough. So, but I recommend that. It's kind of a great device. It does exactly what it says. And it was the Vogue device like 5 minutes after the pressure cooker, the Instant Pot. The Instant Pot is great.
Oh, it's a 7-quart. Yeah, I'd have to look.
Yeah, have to see what it said about it.
I'd have to look it up because when I ordered it, I was like, I'm pretty sure this isn't what I ordered. But you want to send me something fancier? I'll take it.
Well, I'm out of thing and I'm still eating, so I'm going to actually stop talking about it.
Do you want me to make you a drink?
I got an idea. Let's do this.
Oh, Paul's feeling creative. Oh, spanakopita. Yeah.
Oh, I happen to like spanakopita.
Oh, Amy has spinach feta pierogies right now.
Oh, wow.
Yum.
Baby.
Yum.
Oh, that's kind of killing it right there.
Tomorrow is bagel day.
Yes, it is.
I'm just thinking because one of the bagels we ordered comes with a lot of feta.
Well, if you can spare the feta, it's a good thing. Mm-hmm. It's just a big mess of vegetables and a ton of feta on a bagel with just some salad dressing. Wow, it's a bloody mess. You need to be sitting down while eating this thing and bring a fork.
I usually am sitting.
Bring a fork.
When I eat my bagels.
But local place makes their bagels fresh from about 3 a.m, and they're just awesome. So we go there every week.
Lisa, our kitchen is so cluttered.
Yeah, it's
we need to do an addition. We really do.
We have the idea.
Make room for all the
we're into it.
Stuff.
Let's just say, for all that I didn't like cabbage as a kid, later on I realized that sauerkraut on a wiener is the way to go. So grab your hot dog with kraut and mustard, and it's like, that's a happy place right there. And if you're like, well, I go for vegan dogs, you can do that too. Kraut is totally vegan. Mustard is mustard. All right. Grabbing a glass. I'm going to again use a fun glass, of which we got a few years ago.
I have no idea what he's doing.
Actually, I'll use a Pilsner. Yeah.
Ooh.
So
a big drink.
So a few years ago, we were searching for some new furniture.
So much unintended innuendo. Yes, right, you are correct.
For our buddy Glennie, of course, everybody's favorite cousin.
Glendora, everyone's favorite cousin.
And we were looking for a lighting fixture, and we found it over at, I think it was Habitat for Humanity.
Yeah, Restore.
This was Restore, yes, over in northern New Jersey. So they had some pretty nice stuff kicking around there for good prices. And we take a look in their glassware section, and they've got these. They had
you know where that was?
4 of these.
That was on a bar. Someone's home bar was for sale.
And there we are.
And it had like all these glasses set up on top of it.
And here we have this cut crystal, cut with the bamboo pattern.
We found out later is Noritake.
Noritake crystal. We got this whole set of this stuff. It wasn't complete because it's a secondhand set is going to be missing some pieces. Yep. I've managed to break one of the chimney glasses since, which I rue.
Oh, Chicago dogs are the
hard
best,
to replace.
Errol.
Oh, Shy Dogs are they're a beast unto themselves.
Best.
So here we have a fine Pilsner. We got, I think, 4 of these. That's a set. That's a set for a couple of couples. Works for me. I could reinvent the wheel, or I could just make a classic. Let's make a classic, shall we?
Uh-oh.
Let's start with the bubbles.
I'm scared of where this is going.
And I'm going to fill that probably with the remainder of these bubbles.
Oh, okay. All right. You're not doing what I thought.
Yep. Slowly, slowly, quickly. There we go.
Oh, look. Look at it. It was a perfect amount.
Perfect fit. So we'll let that sit.
All right.
And get rid of this.
Okay.
So what do I have here? So far I got half a glass. Well, that's not much of anything. I believe I know this.
Well, I think you'll take care of that.
It's a nice flavor. What else might you do with that? This one of the simplest things you can do for a tall drink is grab yourself a can of Guinness. The can of Guinness has a little widget with the nitrogen, and that is going to give you the creamy head. How you do it? Pop it, let it hang for a second, and then pour straight in.
And what are you making there?
Oh, it froze a little. Uh-oh.
Because you put it in the freezer.
Yep.
Is that going to overflow all over my
Probably
bar?
Not. There we go. That should have poured more nicely. We'll let that defrost a bit. I wanted to get it cold. I did. Let that rest, and you will find that creamy head happening. If you can pour that from a tap very carefully, you'll get a couple layers. And the half of the champagne, cava, or prosecco, and the half of the stout.
Yeah, I know they say champagne.
Half the dry stout is called a black velvet. And there we go. If you make that with half of the stout and half cider, awfully similar concept, bubbly stuff with the stout. Stout's very bubbly stuff.
Right.
That, with the cider, is known as a snake bite. And these days, you can get some really great dry ciders, particularly locally made at your local joint. And that makes an excellent tall one. Here we go.
Wait, hold on. I gotta see your message.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. All right, hold on.
I happen to like that a lot. I happen to like a snake bite a lot. I think stout drinks are a good idea.
Oh, Arbor likes the glass. Oh, thank you. Doug says the early quarantine shortages had us cooking with cabbage more than before. One head goes further than a pound of pasta and less carbs. Yes, exactly.
Fewer carbs. That's like the cauliflower pizza or pasta. Yeah, we've done the cauliflower pizza. Mm-hmm. I recommend doing that instead of grinding up a head of cauliflower because it really smells pretty bad. But if it's done in the factory and you get like a whole pizza made with it, easy peasy good.
He really, really, really does not like the smell of cauliflower.
Stinky. But like a lot of cruciform vegetables, all of those sulfur compounds are good for you. Oh.
Okay, I love that you're talking amongst yourselves. It makes me happy.
Mm-hmm.
This is good.
Name-taking John Cage. Was just listening to some John Cage the other day.
Yeah?
Something with David Tudor. It was like, there's a series of 4 pieces you can find up on Amazon Music. And it was just him reading with a lot of noise from Dave Tudor. And I thought it was pretty cool. I like a lot of Cage, and there's some stuff that I can really do without. That's just life. But been listening to a huge variety of music because I'm listening to all my surround sound music. And I gotta say, there's some great stuff in that repertoire. So,
pardon me for one moment.
Please, if you do.
Very bad.
Yeah, I will say, I would like to recommend the Noritake Bamboo Crystal. However, when you take a look at the prices on the secondary market, you're gonna go, oh, whoa! So, we got really lucky. Somebody loaded a whole set. There were even these glasses on stems that are awfully reminiscent of... If I can grab one. I can't grab one. How unfortunate.
I'll grab one.
Of the Glendale wine glass. And at the time, it's like, well, do we have room for all the glassware? Should have bought them. Because they actually would make great Mai Tai glasses.
Which one do you want?
I just, a Glendale wine glass.
They're in here.
I don't see them. Where are they?
Look on the bottom.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, it was like this style of wine glass on a stem, kind of squared off. But the volume of this on top is deceptive. It looks like, well, it's not that big. But that's easily a single old-fashioned
Thank you,
size.
Satellite.
You can fit a whole Mai Tai in there, sure. So that would have been great for tropicals with the bamboo. And I'm kind of kicking myself a little, but hey, that's spilled milk. So there you go.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, please.
Sweet.
But definitely.
Okay, so you guys are just having a conversation on YouTube. I'm not even gonna pry.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Talk amongst yourselves.
We have a question about the actual cage I was listening to. Let me look it up.
Oh, okay. We still have a Shamrock Shake in the freezer. If we gotta make into delicious beverages.
Let's see here. I will actually right now look up what the hell I was listening to on Amazon Music mere days ago.
Okay.
Blah, blah, blah. We pay for it, so I will take a look at it.
Blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Mom's asking about my day. Okay, so my day started with... We had to file our sales tax, our New York sales tax.
Big fun.
These stories are so boring, but we had to file our sales tax, which is fine, but we couldn't log onto the site. So Paul cleared the cookies on the computer, and then I couldn't log on to anything, including my credit card to pay it. And which led to a long conversation with Chase Bank, and yeah, it was just, it was crazy. And then something else happened in the afternoon that was just weird. Yeah, anyway, it's been like that. Like, anything that you want to work today will not work.
Not gonna happen.
If you're me.
Yep.
Which just means that, like, it's a full moon. Is there something happening to me? But yeah, no, it's fine now. Because I got a couple of drinks in me, so it's all good.
So now we're good. Well, at the time, of course, I did what I could to make the tax thing happen because I just want that done and out of the way.
Yeah, it is good, Errol.
It really
looks like motor oil.
It really does.
It is good.
If you can get a better pour than I did, then you will actually have layers, and it's kind of cool. But eventually they all mix, and it works very well. It just sort of lightens up your stout a little bit and thickens up your Prosecco a little bit. Very nice. The great thing, if you can do this with cider, awfully similar effect. Dry cider. Definitely not one of those sweet, sickly things. But these days, there's a lot of great local dry cider on the market. If you haven't tried it, try it. If you're like, well, I've tried it, but it doesn't really achieve, try the stuff.
Yes, Dystopia Day. Yes,
really, really
Abra,
dry.
you are correct. It is Dystopia Day.
Dystopia Day.
Yeah, so early in the pandemic, someone stole my identity.
How about that?
They, because like everyone was applying for unemployment, so someone applied for unemployment in my name, and they even had my social security number.
Well, big fun.
Which I don't give out if I don't absolutely have to, which means they either got it from TurboTax or some government website.
Yeah, hack TurboTax, the government site, or like someplace you used to work maybe
or like my union. Like, I don't know, someone who had my social security got hacked. So someone applied for unemployment benefits in my name, which I only found out about when I got a letter from the government saying, your unemployment has been approved. And I was like, what?
I'm not unemployed yet.
So no, I called them, state of New York, thought I got it all straightened out. And then I got a statement from Chase Bank because someone had opened an account in my name with my address. And I called them and I was like, oh, hell no.
Got to have a place to send the benefits,
this is
right?
Not me. So, to their credit, Chase Bank was great, but I thought we had that all straightened out until today when Paul cleared the cookies to deal with, yes, state of New York, so we could pay our sales tax. And you know, like since he cleared the cookies, they needed me to log on again. And they're like, well, we need to send a code to your phone number. And the phone number they had was not my phone number.
Bogus.
So I had to call them again and deal
You
with
were in a loop forever, and you finally decided, I'm calling the fraud line.
I did. I just called the fraud line. I was like, you don't have my right phone number,
people
by the way.
talked to you, and after 10 attempts, they got your number cleared up. So there you go. Big fun.
Oh, Abra says it happens so much whenever we were state unemployment. No. It was, yeah, it's still biting me in the behind. It is still, it's like 2 years later, it is still biting me. Like,
that really implies that that's a common scam. It's like, I'm just going to play for her unemployment benefits. Really? Because how long are you going to do that before somebody figures that out? You're going to collect 2 or 3 checks? This is a stupid scam.
Yeah, no, because I check this stuff every day. So, yeah.
I mean, I'm really thinking world's dumbest. And we live in the county where the common scam, if somebody decides to go rogue, is to embezzle. You're embezzling. And they tend to embezzle.
We do live in embezzling county.
They tend to embezzle something like $52,000. $52,000. How long is that going to get you? That's not going to get you to Brazil. What the hell are you doing, idiot? This is so stupid. Don't bother. Just do what you do. Come on.
It's like
crimes.
Yeah. If
we're just talking dumb crimes in America right now.
High-level crimes. I don't know, like these low-level crimes where you're going to get caught.
Why bother? Not worth the time to spit at it. It's just so stupid.
Yeah.
You know? You're going to do this. Come up with a massive scheme, I'm telling you. You got to get a thing at the racetrack, you know? I'm thinking something like The Killing from Stanley Kubrick. Big fun. Yeah. Hey, happy St. Patch to you.
Yay.
But definitely. So, big fun. We're having some fun Irish things here. I happen to be
Clark was asking, did we do a St. Patrick's Day tree? We did not. We just have our display behind us.
And you arranged the display
St. Pat's record display.
Back I've got here like Clancy Brothers and Tommy Makem. I've got the Irish Rebel songs. I love the gal with the flag there. She's just waving that high.
We have the new ornament. I don't know if you can see it, but...
That's from Julie, I think, right?
Yes. Paul's sister sent that.
It's got your standard blessing right there. Chet mil foilte. 1,000 million welcomes. And 100,000 welcomes is what that is.
The little Gaelic singers of County Derry.
Isn't that dear? Oh, boy. Irish Cabaret of Dublin, which I think has Hal Roach. I could be wrong about that. But that's a whole cabaret show.
We got the
Chieftains
over here.
That's just a classic there.
Yes.
And then we kind of move on. We got Frank Patterson, and then we move over to some other items. We got Gene Cherpak, which is definitely moving into polka territory.
Yeah, I just kind of filled in.
With what we had.
We didn't have a
Gordon's Gin Smooth Sounds definitely fits the theme. And that is one of our greatest record purchases ever. So I got to say.
Oh no. Lisa says, I received a text yesterday that my car got charged for DoorDash in San Francisco. Oh. I'm glad you got a new card.
So I hope somebody ate well because, gee, yeah.
Oh, Doug, I think you're right.
Uh-huh.
But the thing that got me was that they had my social security number.
Probably not that hard to get.
But I don't use it. I don't give it out.
Yeah,
I don't give it out unless I absolutely
get asked for that a lot, and I think you need that for what reason?
No, I'm
not giving that out.
Doctor's office, I don't give it out.
It is not a national identity number. Don't use it like that. Yeah. So don't think that this is just the thing. We don't have a national ID card like Argentina, for instance, which does, or Brazil.
Oh,
or
Cynthia,
UK.
Yes, it has absolutely shown up. So thank you. Yes, we've been getting some Amazon stuff. Some little commissions.
Yes.
So
some
thank
commissions
you.
have been happening.
Thank
if you take a look at the lower left of our window right now, you see 2 addresses. The first one is our Patreon. If in case you would like to patronize us, there are several levels starting at $5 a month.
Now I was thinking of Amazon.
I'm talking about first with the Patreon because that's the first thing on the list. The second thing on the list is, and the fact is that's a commitment per month. And if you're like, well, I would just like to make it, well, go to the second link, which is Amazon.com shop. Our Amazon shop has a lot of fun products in it.
Eric's saying they probably got it from the Equifax bridge. You're probably right.
Well, there have been some notable ones, and, you were certainly on their side, weren't you? Good billion credit card numbers and IDs, etc. So go to our Amazon shop, right there to the second link, and you'll find a large variety of products listed, and a whole ton of barware and mixers and things like that you may be interested in.
Oh, the SCA, Cynthia. We need to talk about the SCA.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
We need to talk offline about the SCA.
So, if you go there and you do not find something you're particularly interested in, remember, anything that you're interested to buy on Amazon, I know you have to be interested to use Amazon in the first place. Some people don't. Some people do. But if you use Amazon,
I understand if you don't.
Start at our store. It's right there at the bottom of the page. And buy anything. Because you started at our store, we get the credit.
Yep.
That's how that works.
That's the thing, yeah.
Are you paying us a commission? No. Are you paying any extra? No. Regular thing. So I would say to people, if you want to support us and you'd like to support us and you're buying something, go to Amazon.
Oh, Satellite, that's crazy.
No, please.
Satellite says, I used to work in retail and a major department store had us employees using our social security numbers, our sales.
Are you on your mind?
No.
That's how it was in a lot of cases. People used to whip that around as if. And this was like immediately before it was very, very easy to share that everywhere. And that became a big problem.
Yeah.
And I think that some places kind of took a long time to realize that. I've actually seen equipment where somebody put the silk sack on the equipment. Like, oh, here's my ID number. I'm like,
what equipment?
Stuff I've seen at the Salvation Army. As a matter of fact, stereo stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
No.
It's like, what, your ID is on there?
Oh.
Dude, I mean,
no.
bad news.
That is bad news.
Don't share that. And,
and
thank you for the backup, Lisa.
That is nuts.
It's not a federal ID.
That is nuts.
It's not a federal ID. I am of the opinion, after years of working for an insurance company, for a very, very large insurance company, ultimately, that what we need is a federal ID. I'm going to get a lot of flack for saying that, but I'm sick of using my my federal pension plan number as a federal ID because it's not. It doesn't work as that. It is not that functional. But if you simply had a card that was like, that's me, boom, done, it's like that's filed everywhere.
That's me, boom,
what are you going to do
done.
with that? Hello. What do
I
we have
have
here?
grabbed the other Shamrock Shake.
I think you need a straw.
Well, we need to... It looks so pretty. Oh, it's
There
pretty
you go.
frozen.
You're going to need to stir that up a little bit. But break it up a bit.
We'll
there you
give
go.
it a minute.
Yeah.
It's kind of frozen right
Now,
now.
I'm a slightly prejudiced because I have to provide some ID numbers from time to time for some of my executives.
He's a notary.
And I also work for a company which has, officers, directors, and we have a lot of foreign jurisdictions, and we have a lot of KYC, know your customer inquiries. Well, that's fair. If you're dealing with a financial institution, who is running that institution? It's an entirely fair question.
Crazy. All these people asking for Social Security.
I sometimes get requests from like Cayman Islands for like, I need all of your directors' information. I need like a driver license. I need a passport. I need home address. I need silk sack. I'm like, that's everything you need to defraud somebody.
But don't some of them ask for the name of the spouse?
I've heard that too.
Like what?
Why?
You need the name of their spouse?
Now you have more than you need to defraud me.
That's nuts.
And this is it's not me, it's my executives. I'm not giving that information out. So I push back and say, what the hell you need that for?
No, don't give that out.
And when they say, we need this for this reason, I say, what is your security policy? And then suddenly they're like, oh, well, we treat this with like thought. Well, you should have said that in the first place.
Ugh.
It really offends me when they think I'm just going to toss this stuff around like it's so easy. I'm like, no, you don't need this information. Demonstrate to me why you do. And this is the thing. In our contemporary world, this information passes around far too easily.
Yes.
And I'm of the opinion that no, give them less. If they ask for it, ask why. If they don't have a good reason, say, then you don't have a good reason, you're not getting it.
Got that out.
Done. Push back. Always push back. And eventually somebody will say, we need this for this exact reason, and this is what we're going to do with it. Well, you're going to put it under, lock and key, more or less.
I'm trying to decide what
Virtual
to do
lock and
with
key.
this beautiful virgin Shamrock Shake.
I feel like having another one of those.
You can. Eric says, my favorite thing is messing with robot collars to pretend humans.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Screw with this system.
All right, so.
Thinking about it.
I was thinking tequila, but it looks so pretty. We might just want to pour the tequila right into the...
Or do you want to get a spoon and take some of this out and do something with it?
That's what we probably
very icy.
Should do.
Should do.
We're shitting all over ourselves.
Shooting all over ourselves. Look at that. Okay, we'll take care of some of that. Right. Dessert time.
Do you want to separate some of that from its actual McDonald's cup?
Yeah, I should.
He just shitted on himself again.
There we go. Lost my napkin. A very critical thing tonight. We have a lot of creamy items going on. Okay.
Amanda, hello. Good to see you.
Hey there.
Yay.
Okay, folks. So we are going to get some of the stuff out of there. Where is your mixing receptacle? And we'll go from there.
My mixing receptacle. I don't currently
getting
have
sticky
one.
again.
I don't currently have one.
Well, let's get one for you.
I'll take one of those double old fashions. Perfect.
Are you going to build in glass?
Perfection. Yes,
okay.
I'm going to build in glass.
Let's make it
all right.
then.
All right. Gosh.
So, I got to tell you, all of these stories of
people
fraud.
People this happen to. That's not okay.
All of these stories of fraud.
So not okay.
No, more than we would think. Our first incident was some years ago now.
Oh, geez.
I think over
I don't
10
want
years.
to talk about it.
And it was the era where that happened a while, and then you talk to people subsequently, and everybody has seen this happen. Fraud is fraud, and the fraudsters will go for easy targets. So my personal opinion is make it hard. If your program is suggesting a really difficult password, take it.
Sit for that bottle of tequila. I'm going to call that 1.5 ounces.
Looks close enough. The car warranty thing is the current scheme. It's not necessarily a scam.
I don't understand that one. So I need someone to explain that to me like I'm 5.
Probably a scam.
Right.
So, yeah, I have no patience for that because what the hell do I need with a car warranty? Once it's expired from the company.
It's been a great joke. I love it. All right, this is a good one. Okay, so.
I think it's
a bar spoon?
Yeah, I think a bar spoon.
So.
How much of this fine frozen concoction are you interested in?
I'm thinking a few scoops.
Okay.
All right, so.
I'm going to move aside the whipped cream on top because we're talking about...
have the whipped cream.
Want the whipped cream?
It's a Shamrock Shake.
Okay.
So that was 1.5 ounces of Reposado tequila.
How are we doing?
I'm willing to try... No, one more scoop. One more scoop.
One more scoop.
And then I'm willing to try it.
And then we'll try it.
All right. And I'll take one of those green straws behind you.
You don't say. Here.
Thank you, because right now it looks horrible.
Oh, it looks like toxic waste. Seriously.
Maybe that's the name of the drink.
We were referring to something earlier in this broadcast, which is toxic waste, and here we are again.
Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on.
Got something good going on.
Harper says, recently someone tried to charge a $1,000 gift card to Goldbelly on my card, but thankfully Goldbelly caught it in time. Yes, thankfully. I'm glad they're on top of it. This needs more.
$1,000 on Goldbelly, that's a great gift. You know, if you want to gift me with that, oh, you're a doll. But the simple fact is, you didn't do that, did you? Somebody decided to scam your card.
Ugh.
These people.
I'm anti-scamming.
But if you personally would like to spend $1,000 on Goldbelly, we have some good recommendations because we got some great stuff within the past couple of years.
Oh, car warranty. Oh my gosh. What is the Shamrock Shake made of? He picked us up at McDonald's. I really don't know.
I will wager.
I'm going to add a drop of green food color because
if I remember,
it's no longer green.
Not green enough. If I were a betting man, I would wager if I were a betting man, that what this is the standard McDonald's vanilla shake with some food coloring.
Yeah.
Oh, it's also some
with
flavor.
mint syrup.
Yeah. So I think they've got like a shot of mint syrup that goes in there,
All
probably
right.
like half an ounce. Boom, and there you go, green. Super, you know?
It's better with booze, I gotta say.
It improves with booze.
Gotta say.
I'm just enjoying some spoonfuls from here and there.
Oh, Ira loves Goldbelly. I like Goldbelly too.
Utopia Bagels in Queens. What we did was, look, where I work, you reach a big 10-year anniversary. Actually, all 5s and 10s. And it's like, let's take you out to dinner. So 5 years there was something, 10 years, 15 years there was something, 20 years. We're in lockdown. What are you going to do? So my manager said, don't lose out on this. Here's what you can do.
Yep.
You can actually order stuff and take care of it, and we'll just actually expense it and make it happen. So that's what we did. And I thought, what do we want to do? We thought about it, and then you landed on Goldbelly, and we're like, we could order from places.
But it was also like suddenly lockdown. That was the thing.
That's what I'm saying. We started with lockdown.
Yeah.
We couldn't go places. We couldn't go places with the gang. So it's like,
Any gang.
Where could we order from? Well, you could order from almost anywhere at Goldbelly, and we thought, where would we go if we could go? We might want to go to Keen's.
Yeah.
Oh, Keen's. It's a steakhouse. Vegans, beware. But if you're looking for a nice kind of meat, this is the place. And we thought, what is the killer app at Keen's? Is the mutton chop. Nobody does a mutton chop. There's plenty of lamb happening out there. We happen to think, let it grow up a little. And there you go. And then you've got mutton. So the mutton chop is just this big slab of mutton. And you order them in pairs. So we get this, and it's like, that's enough to feed an army. So we froze one and put the other one in the oven, and it was awesome. And then later on, we had the other one for, I think, Easter. And that was highly appropriate.
Wait, what? Hold on. All right, hold on. We got to catch up. I got to catch up. Okay.
So I recommend the mutton chop from Keen's. Not cheap. However, if you're looking for a steakhouse dinner,
Frappuccino is green and awesome. I've seen that. I haven't had it, but I've seen people order that. Okay. Best when I was in Taipei. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Okay, the 6 side of me actually tried to make the term Shamrock Shake sound like a physically abusive name. What?
Gotta tell you.
It sounds like a dance to me. Do the Shamrock Shake.
The Shamrock Shake. Do the Shamrock Shake. You got to do the Shamrock Shake.
I feel like if you just add a drop of green food color to any of these recipes, it's like, oh, look, it's Irish.
Irish.
Which probably has nothing to do with actual Ireland.
Neither does the soap Irish Spring.
Yeah.
But what a series of commercials, folks. Gotta tell you.
Like Frosted Lucky Charms.
Yeah.
They're magically delicious.
Not a lot of Irish going on there. However, they're green, so there we go.
Amanda says, I've only had one Shamrock Shake in my lifetime. I was so excited when I finally found it, but I was expecting too much.
Oh, what a shame.
Don't you hate that?
What a shame.
I know. When things get built up for you.
I'm actually going to do something different this time.
I have had that happen.
First.
I've had that happen recently, actually.
This is pouring nicely now. Behaving. Let that rest for a second.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Are you going to do a...
I'm going to repeat.
Snake bite?
Seldom do that on the show, but I'm going to repeat with
you're
another
going to
black velvet.
Okay. All right.
Slowly I pour, step by step, inch by inch. Let's see if I can make layers.
Nope.
Let it settle. But it's forming a really nice layer of foam on top, which is
Did
great.
you put that other split in the freezer?
This is the other split.
No, there were 3.
Oh, yeah? I didn't do that.
Get on that.
Yep. The question actually arose, what was I listening to from John Cage and David Tudor? There are 4 volumes I was listening to. No, it's 4 different tracks. I was listening to Indeterminacy 1 and 2. And those are kind of fun. It's just him yakking about various and sundry and David Tudor making funny noises. And I know that's kind of offensive to the new music fans, but That's what he was doing anyway. But Cage was just telling stories about this and that, and he did tell that great story about being in the anechoic chamber. And what did he hear? That's great. That's just terrific. That's exactly what he's all about. And the fact is, it's true. If you went there and you did that, that's what you would find. You would find funny sounds. And where are those sounds coming from? There you go.
Kind of like marriage. Wait, what are you referring to? Kind of like marriage.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
I gotta catch up here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, tequila with McDonald's Irish Shake. Yeah. McDonald's is even Irish.
Is it even Irish? Yeah, you gotta wonder about that.
Dunno.
McDonald's was actually founded by the McDonald brothers.
I feel like the Shamrock Shake is improved with booze. With the Irish whiskey, it really sung. So take that for
take that for what it's worth. Maybe there is a little more.
2 parts Shamrock Shake to 1 part Irish whiskey. That was good.
Or think it's an awfully American thing, but maybe there's a little more Eringo Brog in that Shamrock Shake than you thought in the first place. I'm going to say, I don't know what it is.
It was good.
The McDonald brothers, I actually have no idea of their lineage. They could have been Irish, Scots-Irish, maybe not Irish at all. They were named McDonald. They formed a burger joint in California. Eventually maybe
they changed their names.
Eventually, you know who it was? It was their shake guy who comes along and says, you know what you need to do? You need to franchise. And that's Ray Kroc. And he came up with the idea that was like, this is how you make this multi-million-dollar empire. Which is, frankly, that had already been pioneered by Harlan Sanders. And KFC at one point was the widest spread fast food joint in the States. But then they kind of got it close to the burger joints.
Oh, Errol loves Guinness. Yep.
Oh, please.
Yep.
Please. The nitro in the can is the way to go.
Yes.
If you can't get it fresh on the tap at your local pub,
did you put any more in the fridge?
I did not, but I should. Yeah, we will. At least once a year, I like to have the cans on hand because they're really nice. They do exactly what Guinness is supposed to do. Mine got a little frozen, so, the head subsided. Oh, well, Yeah, it's still good.
So many pull quotes from this evening's video, by the way.
I gotta tell you, listen carefully, folks. You got entertainment for days.
Eric says, I'm sure the NSA is spying on me. Spying on me. When you were about to reveal what John Cage you were listening to, my router crashed.
Nobody will find this information out. Nobody's going to figure out what Spencer's up to.
Oh, yeah, the Irish whiskey. So we used the Dead Rabbit.
The Dead Rabbit blend.
So good.
These are the fellows behind Dead Rabbit. The pub, the restaurant, the concept, the experience, Lower Manhattan. This used to be walking distance from my work when I had an office to go to. And I was there a number of times.
Well, we did the Irish whiskey earlier in the evening. And then I did tequila later because I'm curious that way. And the tequila is great. But the Irish whiskey really sang. Yeah, so I would say that Shamrock Shake Irish whiskey. It's so St. Patrick's Day.
You just can't get over it.
It's the most St. Patrick's Day thing ever.
Yeah. It's pretty pats, gotta tell you. I'm still enjoying still enjoying a little black velvet over here. Again, you can make the exact same drink with cider instead of the bubbly.
Yep.
And that will make you a snake bite. If your local bar has no idea what you're talking about, but has both stout, whether Guinness or another good stout, and a really good cider on tap, tell them half and half cider and then you'll teach them something and they'll be able to make it ever after. We actually taught one of our local Irish joints.
Okay,
and they were good.
Errol likes. Okay, do you like it warm or room temperature, Errol? Because room temperature. I know a lot of people like it room temperature. So.
It shouldn't be 32 degrees. It should be more like about 42 degrees. That's about right. The flavors will come out. If it's very, very icy, you're not getting what's going on with the Guinness. It's not a Pilsner. That's very true. But the simple fact is people will talk about English and Irish beer being warm. It's because they don't put it in the freezer.
Right.
But where does it come from in a pub?
Right.
All of your tanks are in the cellar. The cellar in a pub
is
chilly.
Room temperature. Yeah. I like that too.
Cellar in a pub is chilly, so it's coming to you at it's maybe 42. It's not warm.
People
really.
like ice water, and I'm like, yeah, I like room temperature.
Room temp water's okay,
to be honest.
So that's my opinion about that whole room temperature beer. It's like it's not really it's not really warm beer. It's more like room temp beer.
Yep.
But you got to keep your room cold, you know. So.
Oh, Amanda says Dead Rabbit is my favorite non-tiki bar.
Oh,
yes.
Hello.
We haven't been since COVID, but we need to get back. We need to get back.
I believe we had this whole outing circa 2019 where we hit a number of places, starting with the Rabbit, which you didn't make because you were stuck in New Jersey.
No, but we met friends for lunch there after that,
we
too.
Did, actually.
Yeah.
And they had a really great time. We had a good time there.
Just before everything went
bluey. But like they had at that point progressed to just like a straight ahead pub on the first floor, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
And then the specialty bar, like, the 19th century bar up on the second floor. And then there was even an event room on the third floor. And it's all in this 19th century building that dates from about 1865 or so. Lower Manhattan. It's right there in New Amsterdam. It was my old stomping grounds. Haven't been back there in a while. But I was there for literally 18 years of work. So, pretty familiar. Great stuff.
Being interesting is a curse now. That's just great.
We appear to be frozen.
On.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We're frozen on YouTube. I don't know.
Press play?
I'll press play, but...
Oh, there we go. We're unpaused. Hello.
All right. I don't know.
We've been zoomed in. We've been paused. That's just that kind of sounds like powerful.
Doesn't matter what temperature the room is. It's always room temperature. Oh. Cynthia says, I can't remember the last time I was in a non-tiki bar that was not in a restaurant or a hotel.
Sure.
Oh, Lenny. Hello. Good to see you.
Hey, Lenny. Yep, definitely. Those are the three big things you need to say.
We were at... Okay, Lisa likes her cold beer. I like it all.
I will actually say
I'm
right
agnostic.
Now, that very dark roasted grains going in a beer like a Guinness, that's really going to beg a lot of flavors. So you want that to be a higher temperature than your Pilsner, which does not have a lot of flavors. Yeah. Your American Pilsners and things like that, even your Mexican Pilsners, these are all Munich style
Aaron Gobrallas.
Yeah. Munich lagers. You want those to be pretty cold.
That was kind of funny.
But your darker beers, you probably want them to be a few more degrees. You want the flavors to open up. Yeah,
Cynthia, we haven't been to that many bars since the lockdown. We've been, but the ones we have been to since things have been creeping back open in New York have been the hotel bars. Because that's what we love. We like the old school hotel bars.
Old school clubby joints.
So we've been to, one time we've been to the King Cole bar since everything opened.
Yeah. Great.
And
great
that
place.
was great.
St. Regis Hotel.
Yeah, at the St. Regis Hotel. And we've been to Sardi's once since it reopened.
Very happy to support a theater institution right there on Times Square. Just fantastic. Great place. Great food. We seldom just sit down and eat in the restaurant, but we frequently have a little nibble up on the bar, and they've got a staff that has been there for ages. And if you ask the man for a French 75, he'll say, would you like that with brandy or gin? Which is the correct question.
Thank you, Lenny.
So I'm so happy to support them. Any reputable bar can make you a French 75. It's a gin drink. If you like brandy, go to town. I do.
You got a traditional Irish blessing from Lenny.
Hey, Lenny.
May you be in heaven a half hour before the devil knows you're dead. Thank you.
Classic.
I love it.
Classic.
Oh, the old school bars. They're my favorite.
Oh.
We used to, many years ago.
Our standard Christmas lineup?
No, I was going to say before that even. When we would go to Broadway shows, we would go to the Howard Johnsons in Times Square. After theater, there was a bar all the way in the back. And it was a dive. The drinks were horrible. They were very...
Big blender drinks.
Yeah, they were big blender drinks.
All they served.
But that place was
After a show, it was hilarious. And I thought, this is exactly what I want. I'm good. Maybe it's dessert. I'm done. You know?
I loved that place so much. And, like, people would be in there buying their expensive clam strips. And But And it hadn't been dusted since about 1985, but I loved that place so much. When they demolished it,
I have extremely
never
foul
been the
words
same.
for that
Oh,
developer.
Opera Mrs. Hojo's. Right.
No.
Oh, where to
So-
go after a Broadway show? Well, let's just. Oh, I got an idea.
Well, if Sardi's is open, that's the place to go.
That
after a
was
Broadway
my
show.
idea.
Number one idea right there.
We need to plan a Sardi's visit. Because if Sardi's closes, I don't know, I'm out.
The world falls down.
The world falls down, I'm out. So
maybe my world is based around theater critics and Broadway.
yeah.
I'm kind of okay with that.
Yeah.
That's a very important part of my life.
I know we're going to do
Yours.
the Glendora wine tour,
Mhm.
which I adore. But I'm just thinking, like, maybe a one-time we all drop in on Sardi's and
Drop a gang in there and check out the
order
bar.
French 75s and martinis.
I think you'd like it. I'd like it.
Oh.
There's great food nibbles to be had up there. There's a whole bar menu. It's actually quite good. And they're right there across from fantastic theaters. It's really cool.
Wait. Lenny says, I work for an Irish company, Kerrygold Butter. We have that in our supermarket. Okay.
Now you're talking.
All right.
Now you're talking.
Hold on. Dublin office is closed from Thursday till Tuesday morning.
morning.
I love it. Oh my God.
I'm sorry we're going into the weekend.
Cynthia says there was an old place in LA next to an Art Deco theater. Wait, downtown? Because downtown LA is like this gorgeous Art Deco
location.
Yeah.
Downtown, of course, just looks very citified. People talk about the very suburban Los Angeles.
Oh, Lenny, you're in Chicago?
That's the city right there.
Where I keep seeing pictures of when they dye the river.
Mm-hmm.
I'm such a tourist, but
Yeah.
maybe next year we'll do St. Patrick's Day from Chicago.
I'd love that. That'd be great.
I would love that too.
That's a town that knows how to eat and
Cynthia
drink.
says I would fly to New York for that. Okay, I love this idea. You guys,
Let's talk.
and I'm not misgendering you.
Guys and dolls.
I mean it
Everybody.
generically. Let's do a Sardi's drop by.
Would love to show them some love.
Yes, and they're amazing.
Just the staff
Such
is great.
a good time.
Staff is great.
I'll get a
there.
hotel room
Mhm.
so I don't have to take the train home that night.
Not going to do that night. Yep. We can do that.
Satellite says I almost want to plan an East Coast trip for that. Yes! Yes! Oh my gosh. A million times yes. All right.
Let's see what we can do.
Let's see what we can
Very
do this
glad
spring because
to
I
think so.
didn't get a vacation and I'm super jealous of all
Kitsch-en.
my friends on vacation.
Mm.
And I just want to do something fun. I just want to have some fun. Not that this hasn't been fun, but you know what I mean.
It's been a great time.
I want to go somewhere. I want to go somewhere.
As
Anywhere.
always. However,
Anywhere.
from time to time, you need to actually have a little bit of a
Anywhere.
destination and go there and check it out and that kind of thing.
Stays greenish all year. No way. I love
Very
it,
funny.
Lenny. Oh, the river.
Yeah, I think our local rivers tend to look a little green all year too.
Well, Errol says Tulsa has a lot of Art Deco buildings. I
Yeah.
love that. So 30s.
Who
These
else?
30s films we love.
You know what else was New Orleans? There's a whole business district that was obviously built up around 1929. It looks it.
Yeah.
It's got all those buildings. It reminded me of nothing so much as Providence, Rhode Island, built up in the same era with the tall buildings.
Yep.
This is when there was a lot of capital. Let's build a lot of buildings, and then the Depression hits, and you can't fill them. But that's another story. But there's all these fantastic a granite and limestone edifices
It was like the
to
Empire
commerce.
State Building,
Yep.
which they built it, and then the Depression hit, and they couldn't fill it.
It didn't actually achieve profitability as a rental until I think 1945.
Doug says rooms at the Algonquin. Is it open again yet? They were
Interested?
remodeling, but
Interested?
is it open again yet? Because the Algonquin was like, count me in. Count me in.
The
I
Gonk
just want to
is
do
a
something.
classic.
Just want to do something.
The simple fact is that
I
there are
cannot wait until Ohana. I need to get away. No.
There are some fantastic New York classic hotel bars that have been there forever that we've never been because they're too close to the Algonquin, like the Iroquois. Like,
this is not a hotel.
This is legend. It was just the bar. I thought it was
is
a
it
hotel.
a hotel?
I
Is
thought it was
it,
a
I
hotel.
don't know. Let's
Yeah.
see. Is it a hotel?
It's a classic
it was a
joint.
bar.
They have this whole new bar menu for years, and I think we're so close to Algonquin. We're just going to go there. So that's the thing. I don't mean
it's
any
a
shade on
hotel.
it.
I stand corrected.
No,
it's a hotel.
No shade on the Iroquois. It's exactly the same type of hotel. Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
it looks
and
good.
look, you can book rooms.
Oh, look at that. It looks
Right now.
Good. Mm-hmm. Luxury Hotel, Midtown Manhattan. There's
Turn down service.
A lot of great places. That's still walking distance from the St. Regis, where you have the King Cole room.
Yeah. Okay.
There's so fantastic things.
You can
It's
stay at the
still
Iroquois.
walking distance from Keens, not a hotel, restaurant, steakhouse. But all of these classic joints, and they're all very theater related. I think, that's my speed. These are my joints. I like being there.
Yeah. I don't even need to go to a show. I mean, we can go to a show,
Sure.
but like,
I could just go and
or
hang
we
there.
could just go hang out at some old place.
Hang at this clubby place with a lot of banquettes and leather
Yeah.
and woodwork, and go to the bar and say, I'd like a sidecar. Yeah, sure. And you ask them what brandy's in there, and it's like, oh, this particular brand is so good. It's just such a good idea. A lot of places do not make that well. We found out.
We have to get back to Chicago and stay for more than a few hours.
Yeah.
Every time we've been to Chicago, we've only been there for like 3 or 4 hours. So maybe an overnighter.
Clearly an oversight.
Yeah.
Although the last time we were there, which at this point is going back about
2014.
6 years, maybe?
8 years.
Yeah.
8 years.
The last time we do this, we did spend more than a couple of hours there. We actually probably spent close to 10 hours there.
It was so fun.
And it was a long haul to get there and a long evening. And we just kept going. And I just thought, wow, this is such a cool experience. Chicago treated us well. Really great places that we were at.
Wait, the Pennsylvania 65000, that's not the Pennsylvania Hotel, right? Because I think that was condemned.
It is a Pennsylvania hotel.
Oh, yeah.
In Pennsylvania, PE 65000 is still the number for the Pennsylvania Hotel.
Okay.
Which is directly across from Pennsylvania Station.
Yeah, because that's where I take the train into.
Yeah.
But the hotel got boarded up.
Yeah.
But that's okay. We'll stay somewhere else. We stayed at the Pennsylvania Hotel. It was a cold night.
Yeah.
Not their fault, but
no,
anyway.
Things were happening. Pennsylvania is still a really classic looking joint, and somebody might take it over and do something. And for that matter, somebody might take over Pennsylvania Station and make it look like the edifice it used to be. And I support that. Going to take a few $1 billion, but everything costs, That's just fact.
Yeah, it's life.
That's just fact. New York destroyed a beautiful, neo-Gothic station. It could rebuild it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so Chicago might be happening.
Oh, hello. Oh, yes, the classic
The
tea
Insider
joints.
Tour. Okay, so we got to do a Chicago trip and New York City. We'll go to Sardi's. And then Glendora's Wine Tour.
On the shy side, of course, we have by now seen Halakiki, which is awesome. Love that place.
It's outside of the city.
Greatest collection of Whitco in the States, as far as I can tell. And Chef Shangri-La, which is just fantastic. They have the pint-sized Mai Tai. Wow. The food was awesome there. It was so good. And then, on that same trip, we actually managed to truck into the big city and hit Three Dots. And it was a rainy night during the summer, so it was pretty warm. Pretty great time to be in Chicago.
Dave drove us.
And Dave got us there, and we found the joint. Not easy to find. And we had a really, really hilarious experience at Three Dots. And came away with some ceramics.
Okay, Cynthia says, I adore a classic tiki bar I am in.
Oh.
I love this idea. So, okay, I'm loving the New York idea. I'm loving the Chicago idea. And
So many
And then,
good
of course,
things.
Glendora's Wine Tour. This is really hard to open.
Give yourself
I got
there
it.
you go.
Okay.
The waiter's towel, and it will be easy.
Yeah.
That's it.
Right.
So the splits are fun. If you just need like a single serving, like if your partner doesn't do the bubbly, get the splits. You know, you just need
adding a drop of
literally
green
a
food
quarter
color.
bottle of the bubbly, and that will serve you just
Adding
fine.
a drop of green food
And the rest of
color
it will
because
keep just
St.
great.
Patrick's Day.
It's St. Pat's. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, please. There are just wow.
And the foam is green too.
Even the foam is green in this case. Well, what makes the river green is the same thing that makes this green.
Okay. All right, we got to do this.
We got a lot of fun ideas kicking around here, folks. Hotel bars are awesome. Virtually anywhere I can think of.
Hotel bars are the best. I'm sorry, but
I'm thinking of the fact
the
that
old school places, I love them.
one of the
What happened to the Shamrock Shake?
One of the most recent places to open in the country that actually is professing tiki, and it does it really hard, is in Grand Rapids. So you want to make a
I don't
Michigan
know if
trip?
that's the most recent, though. That's been there
I said
for a while.
one of the most recent. That's all I said. And the fact is that there are other things to do in Michigan, so you can make a whole trip of it. And there's a lot of great stuff that is not even tiki, like Bronner's Christmas. So I think we're way overdue for a Michigan trip because we've never done it.
I know.
We've done Cleveland at this point like 3 times. I happen to really like Cleveland a lot. It's got a lot going on. Really, really cool place.
All
and
right.
Pittsburgh, yeah, Pittsburgh's got it. But definitely.
Thank you.
Okay. There we
I
go.
just wanted to
You just wanted to sniff?
get in on the Shamrock Shake.
Get the Shamrock while the going
There's
is
no
good.
booze in it.
No, it's just
No,
Shamrock Shake.
no. I just wanted to get in
Just
on
a
that.
little
Yeah.
mint shake action, that's all.
All right, so
So, got some plans, eh?
we do.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're really, really serious, let us know because
Drop
we
us a
can
line.
get started planning one of these things.
Drop us a line because we need a head count. So let's get going on these things. The oldest of these concepts is still the Glendora Wine Tour in our neck of the woods, and we would put that together in a minute. We need a little help, but I don't think it's that hard ultimately. Could definitely get that
I
going.
can call the
Could
Algonquin.
definitely get all the parts together.
Yeah.
Yeah, put all the parts together and price it out, and then we'd have a reasonable thing. And I think that could be done for
Glendora would
very
be there
good
the whole
price.
time.
Of course.
So if you want to
Sure,
spend
sure.
a day with Glendora,
David Glennie,
let
that
us
would be
know.
kind of fun.
We can set up Glendora's wine tour.
You might even see Uncle Sid. I don't know. You know?
Yeah.
We'll see what's what. So, what do you think?
I think it's probably time to.
We've had a good
Vamos.
couple hours with you.
Yeah.
We started with the Soylent or the green theme. Didn't touch on that too much tonight, but there is plenty of dystopia in this world to go around. We've had plenty of Irish product tonight. I managed to actually go out and source the Dead Rabbit Irish whiskey.
Oh, Lenny.
Well worth your time.
That sounds terrible, Lenny.
Well worth your time. Garnish Island Gin. I like it a lot. A little high proof. Very forward with botanicals.
Wait,
Irish
hold
gin.
on. Clockavoy says, have you
Good stuff.
seen videos of people enjoying interesting alcoholic drinks on the Star Wars Galactic? Oh, no.
Oh boy.
That doesn't sound like it would lead to good outcomes, but it sounds hilarious.
What can you say? You know, that's going to happen.
Ken Lenny
So,
says, if you value your
hilarious.
intestines, don't drink green beer. Yeah. Yeah.
Ultimately, it should just be green food
Advice we should all take.
It should just be green food coloring, which is just, hey, that's all it is. But there's an appetizing thing going on there, too. I gotta say.
All right.
So, but
Alice says, just went last Friday night. I love it.
Liz.
Hope you had fun.
Well, folks.
All right. Grabbing my phone.
Great batch of
I always
drinks.
hate to log off of these things, by the way. It makes me sad.
Great batch of drinks we had tonight.
Yeah.
You will see them tomorrow if you are a patron. If you're not, the link is right there. You could be a patron in minutes, easily. It's a monthly commitment. If you think, well, I'd like to just do a one-shot deal, there's also the Amazon store down there right now. That is how to currently
You
how
don't
to
even
support
have to
us.
buy anything from us. Just
No,
enter Amazon through our store.
Currently, how to support us? You want to do the Amazon? Start with our store. Go do and make a purchase anywhere within Amazon, and we're done. We'll get the credit if you start at our store. If you don't, yeah, well, that's not going to happen. So there's a link. Start there. Go. By the way, if you happen to have a large capital purchase in mind, like a refrigerator or something, buy it, and you want to buy it through Amazon,
enter through our store.
and you enter through our store, we'll get a larger hit out of that, so that's very nice.
Yes, happy St. Patrick's Day to everyone. Oh,
Please.
separation anxiety.
Oh,
right,
I know.
I know.
Oh.
I know. I hate those parts.
It's like we need the after hours club or something. I gotta tell you.
All right, so let's plan a Sardis trip.
We'll make these things happen. We've got a Sardis trip. We have a wine tour, and what was the third part? It was
Chicago.
Oh, the Shy tour. Oh, jeez,
Yeah,
please.
yeah.
Our friends in Chicago and environs, I am certain, could show us what is happening in that great city.
And I think we could do a New York
I'm certain of that.
hotel bar tour for not insane money, because we'll go to the cheapo places to eat in between.
There are so many economical places to eat
We
in
get
Manhattan.
disco fries.
You know, disco fries
We'll get disco fries.
are what you used to do after our night at Studio 54. So,
oh, good night, Lisa. So much. Julia.
Happy.
I love you guys so much.
All right, folks.
All right, I gotta go.
As always,
I'm getting weepy.
it's been fantastic to spend a couple hours with you on a Wednesday. Yes. I hope you've had a good couple of inspirational ideas here. I have. We are talking about tours and buses and things. Hey, let's see what happens. A lot is going on. We are, of course, currently film producers. Oh, grief, we are. But we're making things happen. We'll let you know how it is happening. And keep posted. Check the pages. Check the private group. If you're not part of the private group in the Velveteen Lounge up on Facebook, you can find that easily enough.
It's very easy to get in.
It's pretty easy. Answer a few questions. Not a big deal. But as always, wherever you are and whatever you do,